Yo, what's happening, people? You're listening to the Wresthings podcast, the Kenny Omega approved podcast. If you like what you're hearing, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. And yeah, you already know this podcast is by the Mandem, for the Mandem. Bow!
Hey guys, how's it going, man? Episode 890.
I think it's 89 still.
No, it's 90, bro.
You're lying.
Is it 89? Is it 89? Ah, cool. I'm jumping the gun again. Episode 89 of the Wrestling Podcast. Bruh, where do we start, fam? Hey, bro, I want to talk about shamelessness first, innit?
Yeah, let's talk about shamelessness.
Fam, do you guys believe in the idea of exposing yourself before you get exposed?
I think women do that.
I mean, but have you not been in that situation where you've exposed yourself before you get exposed? I've been in that situation.
So,
for example, say if, okay, prime example, it's not really, it doesn't have to be with women. Say, for example, at home, you ate someone's donut or something, but then again, someone comes to the kitchen knowing that that's their donut, and you're like, oh, okay, cool. I took your donut still.
Yeah, I've been.
You expose yourself, but
You're just telling the truth.
No, you're not. That's exposing yourself.
Get in front of the information before someone else.
So before they get there, you're like, oh yeah, I ate the donut.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, no.
Expose yourself.
You own your mistakes.
Yeah, all your mistakes.
One of
Yeah.
the things to do.
Yeah.
But I think when it comes to like stuff like women and all that sort of stuff, I don't know. It's kind of tight for you to. I don't know, man. Obviously, the situation that's appeared on the timeline. Don't really want to go into it too tough, but man, basically got exposed. Not really exposed, is it?
He got caught sleeping like a dog at somebody's couch.
shout out you, bro.
And yeah, and obviously, the whole story was about, I don't want to get too much into it, but it was, romantic disagreements between the man and the woman, and then now the woman put out the footage of him sleeping very comfortably in her bed, wearing her Yeezy sliders, wearing towel, all types of behavior. It's a bit mad.
I think it's funny. For me personally, I would have exposed myself before. I would have exposed myself on the same day. I'll say, yeah, I did it. It was me.
No, but
That's me.
See, like with that kind of situation, no one needs to be exposed because at the end of the day, he was doing her a favor by denying her. Obviously, she has feelings for him.
Must say you put it over.
Yeah, basically, he was doing that because, bro, I'm not gonna lie to you. He looks like a hobo.
No, he looks.
Look, he looks calm now.
No, he looks
No, but
horrible.
he looks like a homeless
in the
man.
footage, yeah, he looked sad.
He looked like one eye open when I'm sleeping, one eye.
Another thing that guy done me, I need to show it to you. Man was like, I'm in Camden Town and I would fish. I'll show it to you.
Oh, the Camden Town one?
Yeah, because I was fishing.
No disrespect and not respectfully, bruv. My man didn't look respectful.
Can I wax this?
He looks bad. And
Just
it's
don't
like-
touch the Milky Bar. It's all there for you.
Oh, cool.
And the thing is, it's like, bruv, like that information could have stayed private. It's why it's like in exposing him, it's like so cool. We have all understood that this guy is a dog, he's a fox, he's a rat on the highway. But now, you've now said yes, but this is my rat on the highway. Claim me. Wow.
But man, collateral damage, innit? She done to herself.
Right on the highway. No, that's funny. But it's the truth, though. At the end of the day,
truth.
like I said, he was doing her a favor by not claiming her. Obviously, she has like mental issues and like she had suicidal thoughts.
Of course.
So clearly, there were some things that they were going through together.
Right.
But at the same time, the videos that you put of this guy isn't flattering.
No.
To you.
And you're now saying, way too sexy anyways. I'm not gonna lie, this is not way too sexy movement. Like you're dealing with someone that actually looks like a hobo.
It's giving.
It's giving.
Do you know what I'm saying? It's giving.
It's giving. It's the beard for me. Do you know what I mean? But
No, it's the way he was sleeping on his lips are
No, I
open.
can't lie. I've only slept with that once here when I've come back from holiday, fam, and you're mad tired. You said it's in a long haul flight. That's jet lag sleep.
That's jet lag sleep. I slept like that when I'm depressed.
Yeah.
Like,
You know that sleep like this as well,
you know
yeah?
when you don't want to wake up.
Yeah.
You see that sleep?
That's pay-per-view. That's after pay-per-view.
That sleep is for somebody who has no direct debits in their account, fam. That sleep is for somebody who is just, hey, let me know bank account.
Dribble.
Someone who's listening to a bit of Green Day's Wake Me Up Before.
Yes.
Wake me up. That was a banger though.
Right into the pillow.
Moral of the story, do better for yourself. Everyone.
Trust me.
Just have some self-love. At the end of the day, if someone treats you a certain type of way, there's no need trying to reach for their love and by trying to disgrace them on Twitter because you're disgracing yourself at the end of the day.
Collateral damage.
And you're a beautiful girl, like any guy. You could get any guy you want. Do you know what I mean?
That's
But
quick. Do you know how deep about life? Yeah? Do you know how deep about life? Yeah? I've always said like to myself, if someone doesn't want you, there's someone out there. You're what's it? One woman or one man's trash as another man's art or treasure. Always see it as that, fam. There's always someone for you, innit?
I think women in total just need to stop. It's not just a women thing, but women mainly do it. They need to stop being terrorists and suicide bombers and just jamming the whole car. So that way they're exposing themselves just so they can expose.
You see how the women end herself in Squid Games. That's how women be doing in society. We're gonna die together.
Yeah, bam. She fell back.
Shout out Tyson Fury for beating Wilder, by the way.
Yeah, we need to get into
the
that.
best fights I've ever seen.
I want to get into that still.
Yeah.
Episode 89 of the Wrestling Podcast. Episode 89 of the Wrestling Podcast. It's the Force Professional Nafi, formerly known as the VHS Pappy. Now, aka whoa, you threw me off. What did I say last week?
Lapo.
I forgot I said something last week. But yeah, to the left of me, I got.
Yo, people, it's your boy NK, aka the man of the hour, too sweet to be sour, aka the hoods. Yeah, we in the building.
Wait. Bro, are you? What's that guy?
Like, it's gimmick infringements that I like.
Who's the guy? Yeah, who remembers that guy, that magician used to go on ITV back in the day? He used to do magic. He used to do magic. No, not Simon. No, that was an old man. He had a wife. He had a like a. Oh. But I forgot his name, bro. I forget. The jokes don't even. Are you David Blade? You're not talking about.
That's magic. That one.
I think it's an old white man.
It was an old white man. It was Demi McGee was his assistant.
Yes, Demi McGee. What's his name? If you know who this guy is, send a comment, fam. But yeah, I said Paul Daniels. Yeah, Paul Daniels. Paul Daniels. Big up Paul Daniels. Are you Paul Daniels? I don't know who he is. Paul Daniels.
I was on Paul
Daniels. No, you know Paul Daniels. You know Paul Daniels. Both. If you've watched ITV, you know Paul Daniels. Bro, you're moving like Paul Daniels, fam.
AKA the Hood's Japanese correspondent, AKA Mr. Agenda Over Facts, AKA the C. Listen, I'm on smoke today. I told everyone on Twitter I'm coming on smoke today. AKA the leader of the TDM faction, Tokyo Dome Merchants, bruv. That's the faction I'm coining. All the my New Japan.
But I want to get onto you today still.
Tokyo Dome Merchants, we in the building. Wrestle Kingdom over WrestleMania. We're here, bro.
NK, I can't lie. I'm gonna get on. NK, I can't lie.
I'm not gonna lie. It's looking like it's gonna be NK versus Blacks today.
No. But I can't lie. I can't lie. Yeah. I'm gonna get on to you, NK. I'm gonna get on to you, NK. Though. I'm gonna get on to you, NK. Though. I'm gonna get on to you.
Let's go.
Man, catch the ball. When I say "Got," you say "Daddy." Got. Daddy. Strong style rating, leg drop hating, big back rubbing, Kostroko loving, son of a gun. It's your boy DELBOY, aka Blusky Harris, aka Soldy Lee, aka All Fitted No Cap, aka the Nostalgia Police, aka Pro Gop Tees, aka the Cargill Maniac, aka. I'm not gonna lie. God forgive me if I bust my nine.
Yo, people, it's your boy Laps, the main event liver and
Champagne sipper.
Back again for that
Wrestle talk.
That smack
talk.
That Kenny Omega
talk.
That get Wresthings to 1K
subscribers talk. Nearly there.
And I just want to put something on the line. I got my. Nah, I got.
Just put out the China.
Hey, you know your name? Top trainer of all time, fam.
Huh?
This guy's creating a beast right now.
No.
Man said Al Snow.
Al Snow.
Al Black.
Al Laps.
I got a project, we're creating a beast right now. He's going to be built from parts unknown.
Yeah.
He may be in this room. He could be to my left, to my right, in front of
built
me.
Built from Mobley, fam.
Built from
Mobley.
Bolt Center. We're creating a monster.
Go on,
To
Sam.
the left of me.
This guy.
You get me?
This guy's crazy. You know what I mean? Instead of you to play Into the Fire, you're playing this.
It's your boy, Sam Blacks. Yeah? Mr. Controversial. Yeah.
I don't get us locked off the playoff knockout.
Underdone. Yeah. Viscera top 5 dead or alive. Luchasaurus top 5 dead or alive. Yeah? I'm here.
Let's go.
Live. Mr. 150 million %. Mr. Hot Takes. Mr. Healer.
Yes.
I'm here, blood. Let's go.
That's the weigh-in. But before we get to the actual knockout,
very, very, very special.
bro. I don't think you understand how
if
special this guy
you've
is.
ever been to a UK wrestling show and you hear a chant started, it is 150. I'm not even gonna say it. Sam, you say it.
150 million %.
It's definitely him. Introduce yourself, brother.
Hello.
Mic controller. That's what, fam.
Mic controller. What a
Fam,
name.
you are the mic controller, bro. You're bro, MC, bro. Like, I don't think you understand. Like, we've been going to, I think we've attended like a few shows and that, yeah. But whenever we go to a show, yeah, there's always one chant going, and I look at where it's coming from, and you're the source. Like, you're the basically the Scarface of the chant. Because like, it's all coming from you, bro. Even I was at Purpose Wrestling on Friday.
Yeah, I meant to say hello to you. I'm
Yeah,
sorry
yeah.
about that.
That's cool, man. That's cool, bro. Like, I had my mask on. I didn't think anyone really clocks me in it. But fam, you're saying Charleston's still coming from you, bro. I said Gigi, I was like, bro, this is a mic controller, bro. I said, mic controller's here. Mic controller's here, fam. But yeah, man, it's a pleasure to have you on, man.
Thank you for coming on, bro.
I'm Iwan, because no one might know.
Yeah, man. So, bro, talk to me about, you know, how like you started getting into wrestling and all that sort of stuff. And
So I got into wrestling when I was about 5 years old. I think my brother's 4 years younger than me, so he was a little bit younger, right? And my nan and granddad, they had like a lot of the figures in the loft where my uncles would play with them. Yeah. So like we had these Hasbro figures of like the Legion of Doom and things like
the
that.
classics, yeah.
The classic ones, right? Yeah.
Sick.
And we were like, oh, there's like it's just something that interested us because we like Power Rangers and stuff like that, right? And we had a few videotapes. Like, and it was just like best of the 80s and the 90s. So we had, first match I ever remember watching was Demolition against Mr. Fuji and the Powers of Pain from Mandem 5.
Yeah.
And Instant was like, this is kind of cool because it was just like a real life action Power Rangers and stuff like that. And my granddad went to a lot of boot sales and picked up any videotapes he could find. Like, and we go to charity shops, anything. So we were watching.
I think, sorry to go. I think that was the gift of like car boot sales back in the day, because it's like, you'll go there, but you don't know what you're gonna get, but you're definitely gonna leave there with something wrestling related. Yeah, that's what I used to always look forward to. But obviously back then, my mum used to be like, "No, put it down."
It was a great Sunday.
Yeah, Sunday markets and that.
Sunday market morning, Granddad said, "Oh, do you want to get up?" And like, "Yeah, sure, I'll get up at 8 o'clock." I'm always like a laying, right? But we go on the back of the bike, take me to some sort of random field in Kent or all over the London area, and buy me a burger for eating there. We just find all these wrestling
Burgers are
stuff
nice
around.
as well.
Well, they're a bit rubbery sometimes.
No, but the onions. Nice.
They've been worked over those onions.
Yeah, they have.
Yeah.
But with a bit of ketchup, I'm not eating.
I was more, I like ketchup when I was younger, more in the burger sauce territory nowadays.
A burger sauce, yeah? Okay, cool.
You need something that's sort of, because you already got the saltiness of the burger, you need to time down. This doesn't associate with wrestling, right? But
bro, that's the thing on the podcast, fam. We always just jump.
Yeah.
I was even going to say mustard. I'm a grown man now, so I'm eating the mustard now, fam.
Yeah,
The Jean and that, like, do you get me?
Yeah,
like,
you know what? I've not been a massive fan of mustard before. It's only now when I've started going to Brit Lane and having like the sort of beef bagels.
Yeah, and they put the mustard on top. Yeah.
And the fucking pickles. Oh, it's amazing, right?
Pickles up.
Yeah, big up Brit Lane, man. Best bagels.
I'm grown now, man. I'm getting old, fam. What the fuck?
But getting back to it. So we watched a lot of like Survivor Series 89, so was 90, King of the Ring 93, and sort of things like that. And we watched all the classic era and then we went to like it was a holiday camp and there was a wrestling show on and it was like UK wrestling. I can't remember who was on the card, but it was like basically it was one heel and two baby faces, and they'd have one heel against one of the baby faces. He goes, I want another challenge. So the other baby face would come out, he'd beat him. He goes, all right, I'll beat both of you. And both the baby faces would come together to beat the heel, and that was the show, right?
Sick.
But this was like a mega slam or an all-star kind of thing. And we found there was DVDs that was like modern wrestling around that time. So it was like 2005 or something like that. And one of the ones was Hogan Michaels from SummerSlam 2005.
Oh, that match, that match was funny.
That's hilarious, man.
That match was funny, fam.
And the thing is, obviously, I thought, I was like, okay, because I knew who Shawn Michaels and Hulk Hogan were.
Of course.
And watched him. I was like, okay, this is modern wrestling, because I just watched 80s and 90s stuff. And,
That's crazy.
and then actually, someone had lent me a tape of Mania 15, but they hadn't rewound it back enough. So I stuck in the tape and I just see Boss Man being hung.
Oh yeah. As a kid, seeing that, that's frightening,
And
man.
I'm like, fucking the Boss Man, what's he
Yeah,
doing
yeah,
black?
yeah.
The mum was like, no, turn that tape off. It's around the same time Torchwood had started, and there was that first episode where the weave would bit in the neck, and my mum was like, right, it's not Doctor Who, you turn it off. Right?
Yeah, it's true. Torch was a bit raw.
Yeah, that was it. And then, so
Captain Jack.
Captain Jack, yeah. Is he cancelled? I'm not sure. It's John Barrowman.
John Barrowman, yes.
John Barrowman.
Yes,
well, he said, like, I'm going to Comic-Con next month, he's at, and I'm like, I'd like to meet him because
he's a hell of a guy. Yeah.
Is it, is it plausible to meet him?
It's a funny one.
Knows,
I know.
right? But we were watching more and more wrestling, and like we had Nan's laptop and things like that, but we got our own sort of internet, and my brother started looking into YouTube stuff, and that's when he found a lot of Ring of Honor stuff. We found a lot of TNA stuff because that started being on Challenge, so we'd watch that religiously. I'd watch TNA. because all the pay-per-views were on there for free and things like that. And we'd been on the UK tours as well in 2012, and that was great, fantastic and things like that. That's when Mark Haskins was on. He did that bot shooting star press. Have you ever seen?
Oh
that?
yes, I saw that.
And
Yeah,
Austin Aries like helped it by fucking kicking him in the head, like you know.
I've seen that.
yeah.
But yeah, we did that, and we found out about people like Bryan Danielson and Samoa Joe and CM Punk. And one of my favourite wrestlers was Zack Sabre Jr. We had videos. I was like, oh shit, Zack Sabre Jr. is a British wrestler, right? And I knew the British Bulldog and I knew Dynamite Kid, but I didn't know there was any British wrestlers. And yeah, we at this time IPW was promoting a show at the Troxy, which was like their big show, and they had like a massive ladder match, and Chris Masters on Carlito. It was being promoted heavily around the area, and our friend and around my brother's school, they'd had sort of flyers, and my brother's mate's dad passed me the flyer and said, "Oh, you like wrestling?" Like, and passed me that, and went, it was like IPW. And so I looked on the website, I was like, okay, you know, we can't go to that one, it's 18 plus, right? But we see there's a show in Swanley, like, Swanley's like half an hour drive from us, and they've got Zack Sabre Jr. on. And here's a band name for you, Marty Skull. And at the time, he'd been on Take Me Out.
Oh shit, Marty Skull Take Me Out.
Where, fun fact,
Doing what?
he
was one of the guys, isn't it? On the thing.
Yeah, he went on as a bloke, and they had Jimmy Havoc on. He's another band name.
On Take Me Out?
Yeah, but he was supposed to be.
What's going on?
He was supposed to be Nick Al, because you know that bit on Take Me Out when they say like,
they
say like, oh, we're gonna meet one of his friends.
Friends.
Oh, one of your friends. Yeah, like that. Yeah.
Might want to turn your lights off.
Yeah.
That was a good impression, by the way.
Oh, no liking all that. But yeah, he'd gone on as his mate, as Marty's mate Nick, and it was supposed to be Nick Aldis. Nick Aldis couldn't make it, so they had Jimmy Havoc instead.
Oh shit.
But we'd seen Marty, was like, oh shit, so Marty Scroll and Zack Sabre Jr. as this tag team. I was like, oh, we're definitely going there. And yeah, went to IPW. It was a Rumble show in Swanley in the big hall, and that was kind of the first. We'd been to all-star shows in Croydon, and we'd seen like people like Dean Allmark and things like that. But this just felt like the first proper piece of independent wrestling we'd ever seen. And obviously this was at a lower level. This is when kind of BritWrest, it still hadn't kicked off yet. There was a lot of good names, and there was still filling community halls. And this is before, I mean, it's the same year Progress had started doing something new with running the garage, but it still wasn't the British wrestling boom that would come about 2014, roughly.
Sick. Man. That is crazy.
But that's the start of it.
Real fan there.
There you are, bro. It's nuts, man. Like,
told you it's the VHS tapes.
yeah, trust me. Not, bro. I'm telling you, like, I feel like I kind of had the same sort of upbringing of you. I grew up on like 90s, not 80s, but 90s wrestling. So seeing people like the Mountie, Doink the Clown, Bret Hart, Mr. Perfect.
I was a massive fan of Bret Hart when I was younger.
I'm still a massive fan now.
Yeah,
like,
I think we're all fans of Bret Hart, but you know.
No.
I love it, man. I'm a fan of Bret Hart. Viva. But anyway, you know what I mean?
You know what was good about Bret is the fact he was, unlike Warrior and like Hogan, I felt large on life. Bret's kind of felt relatable.
Bret was only.
He was the cool
Bret
one.
was the only human wrestler
you
there.
Could imagine yourself being, because it was like he couldn't imagine himself being Warrior Hogan. It was like this massive muscle man. But with Bret, it was like, okay, he feels like a real human being. You'd know. Remember, I used to like wet my hair quite a bit and do the
One thing I say about Bret Hart, is that when I used to watch him back in the day, I think he was the only one that never used to do. He will sell stuff properly and he will recover properly. So, for example, you're watching a Warrior match, you're watching a Hulk Hogan match, or Psycho Sid match, or Undertaker match, or something like that. And after, when they get hit, and after in the submission or something, and after, I know you guys remember this whole moment where they start to shake. They get the power from somewhere and they start to shake.
Yeah.
I don't remember Bret Hart doing that. Bret Hart used to just like
You had to fight back from
do you know what I mean? Like probably like try to give you like a cutter or something and just get back up.
Yeah.
Flip you over and just give you like some technical submission or something like that. But the rest of them are very like cartoonish. But he was the only one that stuck out.
One thing I would say about Bret Hart as well, especially during that era as well, he used to actually let people get their stuff in.
Yeah,
he made everyone
look good. Everyone's
Everyone
as
relevant,
I said last week, everyone's a winner in Bret Hart's matches. Like even if Bret Hart wins, everyone's a winner because you leave that match knowing that cool, this guy's a star. Because I didn't know that Bret Hart fought Virgil. Do you remember that thing that Gigi put in? And I watched that match. I was like, bro, like Bret Hart made Virgil look like he's one of the like a top guy in the company, fam. Do you know what I mean?
And I was watching this interview with Bret Hart where he was speaking about how a lot of the Hall of Famers, he doesn't understand why when they go into the Hall of Fame, they never thank the people that got them over or helped them get over. And it did make you like put things in perspective, like, wow, like Bret is actually a very stand-up person because he realizes that as much as these wrestlers, they're not looked at as like the stars, or they're not looked at as anybody like focal. But at the same time, these are people that he respects as great wrestlers enough to be able to help him get over. Because at the end of the day, we have to remember, two wrestlers coming together are dancing to make each other look good and make one person, the victor, look even better. So
even listen to what Perry Saturn said about him the other week, man, on that video. Perry Saturn was like, when he first walked into WCW, Bret Hart got shown his own room by Eric Bischoff. Like, he just got shown his own room, and he saw his name in there, and he went in there, and there was no one in there, and he realized it was his own room. Man went back to Eric Bischoff and goes, "Yo, don't do that again, please. I get ready with the Mandem. Like, I train, I prepare with the guys, and I'm not one of these guys that are like, don't held me up like that, fam." That just shows how cool he is, man. I respect it.
amazing. What a human being. How was Purpose when you guys went?
Oh, sick, man.
I've really enjoyed the event.
It's my first time seeing OJ Moser Hill.
Oh, I've seen that. He had the character in Battle Pro, and this
Okay.
His actual heel turn. I was in Wolverhampton seeing Masato Tanaka.
He's been everywhere, by the way. He said different places. I'm thinking, right, you actually travelled that far.
You seen Masato Tanaka?
Yeah, I saw him live. Yeah,
In where?
Wolverhampton.
What's he doing there?
He was trying to wrestle amongst the sex pests. To be honest,
What the fuck?
To be honest, but
Do you know who Masato Tanaka is?
No.
He's
He's ECW,
ECW legend, fam. Man fought.
He's in NWA at the moment.
Mike Awesome. After, do you know when he put him through the chair out, the table outside? Do you remember that spot?
Okay.
Do you remember Masato? You know him, man.
One night stand.
You know Masato.
He remembers everything about
You know Tanaka?
NWA.
You don't know Masato Tanaka?
Come on, man.
Bro, this
You know
guy.
everything about NWA. We don't know Masato Tanaka.
Japan, and you don't even know who Masato
You don't know Tanaka?
is.
Nah, you need to know. I can't lie.
He should know. It shouldn't be me.
Yeah,
It shouldn't be me.
I can't lie. You know it's still.
You should actually know.
You take off that flag.
I don't care. Man's talking his agenda over facts.
Now, watch his ECW one. His ECW
ECW was good. Yeah.
Even he's in NWA at the moment.
So OJMO had basically done the film. He was supposed to face someone on the show. I can't remember who it was. He pulled out and said, "I've got a family emergency" or whatever. And he was the contract holder at the time, like the Money in the Bank thing. And everyone had thought, "Oh, he's not here." And Jordan Breaks had won the world title. I think it was off Sammy Smooth, who's like Sam Stoker now in NXT UK. And OJMO had come in and basically battered him with the briefcase.
Mad.
And pinned him and won the title.
This.
Remember that?
Yeah, Sydenham.
I remember watching it on YouTube. It
was on YouTube.
It was random.
Oh, wow.
When he cashed in here.
Yeah, and you see my mate Liam in the front who cheers all the heels just going, yeah!
That's nuts.
We'll just get absolute shit out of him afterwards. But and then obviously he only did the heel run in Battle Pro, but now it's nice to see it.
It's
done
nice,
on purpose.
yeah.
Because obviously you see him in Rev Pro where he's like the great underdog baby faces, Michael Oku and things like that. But to see him as a heel is quite refreshing.
It's mad weird. Because, like, do you know what it is? When he came out, I was like, oh shit, OJMO's here. So he's come round, because I didn't know his match was next. So he's come round now, and I'm thinking to myself, so I stick up my hand to say, well, go on to him, innit? But this guy was face was straight on. He wasn't saying hello to no one. I'm like, okay, cool, this is a different Michael we're getting today. Only when they start selling shirts, he came up to me and goes, yeah, what are you saying? You're right, yeah? You good? I was like, yeah, I'm good. And after you got back to his door. But yeah, big up Michael Oku, big up OJMO every single time, man. I love you, bro. It was nice seeing Big Wave and Roy Johnson as well. Yeah. I've never seen this guy wrestle live. I've only seen him wrestle on YouTube and stuff. But
so shame that Warren Banks wasn't available.
Yeah, bro. He was ill, wasn't it?
He was ill when he had Billy Hayes and Roy Johnson was like a punk rocker and a bad man rapper team.
Yeah. That was funny. That was funny.
Because we were all giving the old Billy No Mates chance and stuff like that, weren't we? Then obviously he clocked Roy Johnson.
Was that's you that was
in it? You've got no mates.
You got
And I really enjoyed the Jordan Breaks Doug Williams main event as well.
I thought it was technically, as a technical match, it was sick, but I feel like it kind of like slowed everything down. But I'd rather have that in the middle.
You're gonna get that from Doug at this time.
Yeah, Doug. Yeah,
he's old.
He's only 48, but he's fucking.
He can still go though.
And he's put on a lot of size as well. Like,
I saw a video of him.
He's not as fast as he was.
I get worried about him, to be honest. When he's walking about, and he's hobbling. I'm like, it's the match that he needs to at this point. That's his kind of range to do. I think, to be honest, if you want like the best Doug match I've seen this year is the one against Will Ospreay from Manchester.
Oh yeah,
because Ospreay goes out there and just wants to kind of give Doug one great last match, and I'm happy seeing Doug Williams, but he's a legend. Like he helped build the UK scene, and he was like one of them people as well because I knew him from TNA when he was on BritWrest shows. It was like fucking a TNA guy on BritWrest shows. And but it's still good to see him. It was a match I wanted to see Jordan have as well because he had these matches against Johnny Kidd and James Mason previously, so he had all the British legends, and like Doug was the only one he hadn't faced. So I was happy seeing
it. It was a good. The finish as well was like wow. I wasn't expecting to finish like that, but other than that, what happened after that was a bit mad. I was like Retribution coming into town, but I don't want to spoil it for anyone.
I said the aces and eights.
I heard the Dave Francisco and Mad Kurt match was good.
Mad Kurt, listen, if you listen to this podcast, I want to say I love you, And bro, I am part of your club, bro, because I think I've seen Mad Cut before. I saw him at Rev Pro. But the Mad Cut we got on Friday was absolutely funny, fam. You're not relevant anymore. Was that you that said it, innit? You're not relevant anymore. Mad Cut, yeah. Great wrestler. Funny. Like, I can't even compare him to anyone, fam. He's not like Orange Cassidy. Orange Cassidy's more like performance, innit? But he's more vocal. Man, as soon as he started the ring, man goes, oh, you say you're the top 5 best wrestlers in Portugal, but are there any good wrestlers in Portugal? Everyone just started laughing.
I think me and my mates were talking about Portuguese wrestling at that point.
Mad Cut is funny, man. Like, I'd love to speak to him in person one day.
He's a funny fella.
Yeah, I can. Does he do comedy? Like, is he stand up?
He doesn't do comedy. You know what?
I think he'll bang stand up. You know,
for ages, he used to just be known as like the charisma of the sky from Rev Pro as the contender.
Yeah.
No personality. The only personality he showed was in Riptide as the keyboard warrior.
Yes.
Yeah, he bought the keyboard. He bought the keyboard again.
When I saw him in Riptide, I was like, this guy's hilarious. But when I saw him in Rev Pro, like that's when we first went. I was thinking, I'm not gonna lie, he's a good wrestler, but he's a bit like
he's not the same.
He's bland, there's nothing to him. Until I started to see a lot of his stuff on social media and then see him in Riptide, I was like, oh, they're two different people that I saw.
Exactly, because we'd see Bland sort of Chapman at the cockpit, and you go down to Riptide and like, fucking, this is the guy.
Yeah, he's funny, man.
This is what I should be going with. I remember like once my mate had done a chant, if you know the Pac-Man, and he just gone like wanka 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 wanka. But yeah, I think with Mad Cut, he's one of them people. I think initially I was more excited to see him at shows. Since the kind of pandemic's been on, I've kind of been down on his character. And I think he's someone I'm not really excited to see at a show, but when I see him, I'm like, I do find him entertaining. Yeah, I think the matches went a bit too long for me. I said this on...
I did not expect, because I thought it was going to end. There was many moments where I thought, oh, cool, he's got this. And after, even when I think it got to a point in Mad Cut, I was like, you know, I'm done.
Just put the power
Just put the power drive with me and after done. Because I feel like there was a lot of storytelling going on in that match anyway, which I kind of liked, innit? So it worked.
It was an entertaining match, just for me personally.
It did go on a bit long.
A little bit too long for me personally.
Dave Francisco's a good wrestler as well.
He's got really good, you know. I mean, when he first started coming over here, I was like, I'm not sure about this, but since he's been over here, he's really improved. To be honest,
he's sick.
He's really, and I think with purpose as well. He's building a good brand, and I think he's obviously he asked us the other week, can we do a podcast review for him for the actual show? I'm like, yeah, cool. Like, you know, so he wants the feedback and things like that. So he's clearly catering to the fans, and you know, there's a lot there. I think, he's really good. To be honest.
I must say it's a shameless plug, but not even a shameless plug, but the next Purpose Wrestling event is on the 10th. Is it
10th of December?
10th of December. Yeah. Make sure you go to that, man. Yeah. I proper enjoyed it.
It's my birthday show, technically.
I swear, you're there, yeah?
Oh, we'll definitely be
there. I'm definitely going to be there. We'll try and get you a cake or something and give it to you, bro.
You don't have to. Mate.
No, we have to, bro. That's what we do. We share love, man. That's what we always do, man. We always do, man.
I appreciate it.
Yeah.
You missed that, didn't you? Yeah.
I wanted to touch on something. Okay, look, you'll definitely get involved in this, bro. Right. NWA, you watch NWA?
Yeah, kind of. I know of it. I don't.
Yes, let's talk. So basically,
bulletproof.
Last week. It was a couple of days ago, right? One of our guys, Max WrestleMania UK, subscribed to his channel. He basically dropped a video where we were ranking the wrestling belts, the top wrestling belts in every single company onto from superior to A to B to C, whatever. And one of us, I think it was me that had the NWA belt, right? I ranked it as a B. A lot of people were very upset by that because I was like, oh, cool, it should definitely be an S.
Does everybody remember what they ranked it as? B. What did you personally put? What did you personally think?
I said this A. I think it says A.
I think I said either S or A.
I said A.
You said S. You said S as
well. How? Okay.
You were trolling that day.
My question to you is this:
yeah, you done some outrageous shit.
No, that wasn't the same day. The trolling was the.
Actually, you come to the first one. Yeah. This guy answering.
He was there in the first one.
He was there, but he wasn't trolling. He wasn't trolling though. He wasn't trolling.
Oh, the second one. Yeah.
My question to you is this: in this day and age.
Okay, firstly, let's ask him where he'd rank that.
Okay, where would you rank? Okay, So
in terms of S,
WWE Championship, AEW Championship, IWGP, Ring of Honor, and TNA.
There was better titles, but
where would you rank the NWA title in that
No,
list?
in terms of like the S, like what would it be an S tier
Basically,
belt, A tier
there's-
belt, B
there's-
tier, B?
I don't think at this point it'd be S. I think it'd definitely be an A. Definitely an A.
Why not an S?
Because I think, a couple of years ago, do you remember when like you had Nick Aldis properly as the champion? He was going all around the world, defending the title everywhere. That massive feud with Cody. Because I remember it was at the Crystal Palace Ring of Honor show when they were doing the deal. When I was like, fucking hell, this is massive. I think now what's happened is where NWA obviously had the controversy and thing that went on, and they had to rebuild, and obviously coronavirus kind of stopped it. Aldis held it on for way too long as well, and there wasn't any new challenges they could really build up as well.
That's true.
And now it's finally on Trevor Murdoch, but the problem is you want the NWA World's title. The World's is in the title here. You want it to be defended all around the world, kind of build that prestige up, and I don't think Trevor Murdoch really wants to do that. Because I think he's comfortable just being the champion, doing a couple of tapings once a month, and he's off again. To be honest, if he's not wrestling the independent scene majorly as well, so at the moment the NWA title is one of the most prestigious titles in all of wrestling.
100%.
But I think the glean has come off the rose, as it were.
Can you? Okay, you watch football, right?
Yeah, I watch a bit of football.
Cool. Can you compare it to the FA Cup? Because the FA Cup was one of these cups back in the day. You get Man United versus Arsenal, or Liverpool versus West Ham. Or you get like FA Cup used to be a cup that if you miss out on the other stuff, you get the FA Cup. You're still, do you get what I mean? But nowadays you win the FA Cup and no one really
FA Cup's still relevant.
No one really. No, it's not. It's relevant, but no one really cares as much, bro. Arsenal's won FA Cup. You know the time Arsenal won FA Cup?
Title, bro.
It's still a title, but no one really cares though.
MLW still a title, GCW still a title.
Stop these
Those
stupid
belts are
company
more.
names,
Those
man,
belts are
please.
more coveted than NWA title at this moment in time. Let's be real.
I believe it.
At this moment in time.
I can see your point, because obviously MLW's got the kind of the deal on Vice and things like that, and it's sort of being showcased. With GCW's got someone like John Moxley, who's still really relevant, and obviously the whole show about him and Nick Gage was built around him. So again, there's a bit more relevance at the moment. Who really cares about Trevor Murdoch outside of a load of people in Georgia? But even though he's holding a belt though, which is obviously a great thing for him, but it's not like someone like Aldis, when he went all around the globe, he become a global star.
And that's not taken away from the belt. Like I always say, the belt is one of the most prestigious belts. For me, it's probably top 2. Let's be real.
Yeah,
Where?
it has to be.
No, all time.
Of all time.
No.
See, now you're acting like Sam. Listen.
No, of all time. Bro, of all time.
Wait.
It's more prestigious than the WCW.
I don't understand why you not put up your guns, fam. But like, put the guns back in,
Okay,
fam.
so what are you talking about?
Bro, I said in where, bro?
I'm on edge.
Okay, what?
Sam has been
No,
speaking.
you know what it is. You know what it is. You know what it is.
Wait. Let's let him finish.
So
Before you get angry, let him
Okay,
finish.
top 2. Okay, what's top 5 then?
What, top 5?
Yeah, what are your
Of all
top 5?
time?
Yeah.
WWE,
Yeah.
NWA,
Yeah.
IWGP,
Yeah.
AJPW, and probably Noah.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
So doesn't the big gold go into that?
That used to be the NWA title.
That used to be the NWA title.
The big NWA title.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was kind of like, that was the belt itself.
Yeah.
For many years, and then basically I think Ted Turner bought the physical belt itself to have as a WCW title.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
No, so
Then it
my
became the
argument has
World
never been that.
So you man didn't have to shoot me then.
No,
Relax then.
before you're going to do a
you
Sam,
don't have to shoot me
innit?
then.
Before you're going to do a Sam. My thing is,
I'm gonna beef with NK. That's my beef. I would have took to NK.
my argument is,
We'll talk.
the NWA title will always be a prestigious belt. We've never argued that. My thing is, in this current day, it is not as relevant as we want it to be.
Can I just make a quick comparison, right? So have you guys watched Doctor Who? Right?
Yeah,
Of
course. Yeah.
Right, so you know when it come back with Russell T Davies, it became the hottest thing on British TV, didn't it? The Eccleston years, the Tennant years, fucking fantastic. Took a bit of a dip. And think about the sort of Russell T Davies years. That's kind of like your Flair, your Kerry Von Erich,
of course.
things. That's the next era in Moffat. That's like the Colt Cabana kind of like Adam Pearce.
Kojima, Rob Conway.
Yeah, it's like,
Bro,
but you know,
we've got a belt with fucking Rob Conway holding it.
No, but
Are you
come on,
trying to tell me that this is a relevant belt?
But
Come on,
you're
man.
not sure you don't know what fucker's holding it, basically, right? And Capaldi was like the Nick Aldis kind of. He brought things back up.
Oh, you want to say David Tennant was a relevant?
David Tennant was the Ric Flair.
Yeah.
Oh, David Tennant's the main guy. Yeah, that's my guy.
Smith.
Capaldi was like the Aldis who brought things back to normal. He brought it to a level, and now the current era. And I love Jodie Whittaker as the Doctor. She's Trevor Murdoch.
No one's looking out for it.
And no one's watching Doctor at the moment outside of
no
hardcore.
disrespect. It's
But
all,
what we need Russell T Davies to come back. We need someone to come back and make the NWA title a bit more fucking prestigious in my eyes.
yeah. But who though?
It's
Very, very good point.
He's more or less said what I needed to say.
but-
In the last 10 years, we've not really cared about this belt. There's only been 2 people that have held the belt that we care about. Nick Aldis and flipping Cody. Outside of these 2 people, that's why you shouldn't be offended by us saying that the belt, yes, it is a relevant belt, but should we now hold it in the same esteem as like an AEW belt? No, we shouldn't. Because nobody wants to. We
shouldn't.
The
problem is
There's only 3 title holders.
But that has nothing to do with anything. That has nothing to do with anything. That means nothing. That means nothing.
That is a baby championship.
Okay, Sam, let me ask Sam a
Means
question.
nothing.
Sam, wait. Sam, what title would you make more money Would you make more money holding? AEW or
Obviously
NWA?
AEW, bro, because it's the bigger brand.
Okay, so what championship here could you put on your CV today as a wrestler and say, cool, it's gonna get mainstream attention? NWA or AEW? Today, not 10 years ago, not 20 years ago. Today.
What do you mean?
So listen. So as a wrestler right now, you're doing wrestling tools, you're collecting belts. What belt is going to stick out on your CV today? AEW, NWA.
Can I say
today?
Something? Can I say something? Can I say
2021.
Okay, look, can I say something? Let me compare it, yeah? Okay, cool. Don't shoot. To us fans, we're not looking out for that. But I think industry-wise, if a wrestler, for example, say if Ricochet was to win the NWA title, in the industry, they look at him differently. It's relevant. Do you get what I mean?
It's more higher than the AEW championship. I'm so sorry. It is much more relevant, bro.
I heard both.
Relevance and prestige are 2 different things.
No,
Let's
but
be real.
not relevant. I mean, as in, okay, I'm not saying.
Your point about Ricochet, if Ricochet was to win it, then maybe some sort of relevance will come to it.
No, I'm not talking about. I'm talking about more. I'm talking more respect here.
No, I'm just saying the hindsight. If Ricochet was to win that belt, yes. That belt will probably go to a different level. Why? Because Ricochet would be a former WWE star in that right. If he was to win that belt, cool. But we've got Nick Aldis, who is clearly a star. This is not me taking. I love Nick Aldis. He's a star. His title reign was not that bad. It was pretty good. He had some good matches with Tim Storm, James Storm, Marty Skull, who's banned. I'll probably be.
Going to say he was a bit fucking rude when I met him.
You know what I'm saying? He had a sick reign. But at the end of the day, like Iwan said, it was a bit too long. You've now dropped it to Trevor Murdoch. Not to say that the match was bad. It was a good match. I spoke to Sam about it when Trevor Murdoch won the match. I loved the match. It was a good match. But really and truly, where does the belt go from here now? And for me to even say that it's not a relevant belt, look, I've just said it. Look at the history in the past 10 years. Besides Nick Aldis and Cody, what other relevant people? Maybe Kojima, maybe Adam Pearce, but to the average fan, nobody cares about these guys. Unless you're a diehard New Japan fan or you're a diehard indie Ring of Honor fan, nobody cares about these niggas.
What my point is,
nobody cares.
My point is,
fair enough, the belt is relevant. It is a prestigious belt. We've had the likes of we've had the likes of Harley Race. We've had Ric Flair. We've had Great Muta. We've had Dusty Rhodes. We've had all these people win the belts.
And that's exactly why.
But that's back in the day.
That's back in the day. It doesn't matter.
That's back in the day.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
The NWA title belt has been
why
rough
is the
since
WWE
1993.
championship now having an AEW
Bro, we can't
championship?
compare the 2 belts.
Of course you can compare the 2 belts.
I'll tell you why. People keep saying this stupid thing about, oh yeah.
Wait a minute.
Wait. You can't compare the 2 belts. People keep saying that, WWE belt, it's lost relevancy. But at the same time, it's still a belt that people sought after. We've still had the likes. Okay, cool. Yes, the WWE title belt is not where it used to be in the 90s, but we still had the likes of Chris Jericho. We still had the likes of Undertaker, Batista, John Cena, Edge. We still had the likes of those type of people winning.
So what are you gonna fucking tell me that Adam Pearce? So what am I saying about the NWA then?
Adam Pearce, Colt Cabana.
About his history. Steamboat, Flair.
Forget that.
No, but it's the whole point of why it's prestigious.
Should I not talk about Don Morales and all of these men that won the WWE title? Fuck that. Forget the past. Forget all of that. I'm talking about today. The last 20 years. What belt has been more relevant? The WWE or NWA?
Last 20 years.
In the last 20 years.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, but people are saying AEW, is more relevant.
No.
Let me give it some baby milk. It's not ready yet. It's not on that level yet. It's not
okay, wait. Go,
no, it's not like that. You haven't even had 5 champions in the fucking.
You don't need 5 champions.
Go. Listen, back controller.
I can't lie.
No, but hear me out before they talk. My thing is, I get it. There's only been 3 champions. I get that, but every champion has been of some esteem. We look at these 3 different people that have won the titles as people that, you know what, they can go to any company and be world champions.
Yeah, that's fine.
Are you telling me Colt Cabana
very great
fucking
point.
walk into WWE and be a WWE champion?
Very great point what you're trying to say.
In the last 10 years, what I'm going to ask you again. In the last 10 years, forget Nick Aldis, forget Cody. Forget Colt Cabana.
Tell me the good match. Tell me good NWA matches. No, they have not. So, but what I'm trying to say is, actually, no, we can go back to TNA if we want to go like that. But what I'm trying to say is, in the last 10 years, they haven't been in TNA. No, not 10 years. But even the last 20 years, besides Jeff Jarrett. But what I'm trying to say, was Sting NWA champion?
He was, yeah.
Truth was MD. Okay, so what I'm trying to say is,
like AJ Styles was NWA champion.
Leave these kids. Okay, what I'm trying to say is, the NWA championship is respected, bro.
We know that.
And guess what?
We agree.
No. It's higher than AEW, bro. I don't care if it's for free champions.
Sam, can I ask you a question? Sam, can I ask you a question? Today, you become a wrestler.
I would rather become NWA champion.
Fuck off.
You're lying.
Give me 50 million.
Sam.
No, lying.
Sam.
I'm
with you.
Somebody calm down.
Can I say something? It's not even the fact of the wrestlers. I would hold it just for the fact that the people in the past, it's for me. The people in the past that have held that championship, I would rather have that. That's me.
Okay.
I don't have the AEW championship. Of course, it'll be lovely to have it. It'll be lovely to have it. I won't lie to you.
Sabu hold it. Sabu hold it.
Wait. Let me ask you a question.
Okay. Wait.
I was going to ask,
what belt would you rather? What belt would you rather hold?
That's what I'm saying.
Just quickly, so I can just ask everyone so NK can make
bro,
his point.
thingy, WWE, bro.
No, AEW or NWA?
AEW.
AEW, NWA.
Sit on your faces, bro.
No, but let me...
AEW, NWA.
Let me explain why.
It's one of the things it'd be cool to hold the NWA down.
It would be cool.
It would be cool. No, look, can I say something?
I'd rather get a replica of NWA title and then win the AEW.
Can I say something? I'll speak after. Cool.
I'll compare NWA to this. Football-wise. NWA, AC Milan. Prestigious history. Great
Real
team.
Madrid.
AC, no, because Real Madrid are relevant now.
They're not, man.
Yes, they are, bruv.
Barcelona.
Bro, they're not relevant, fam.
They won 3 Champions Leagues in the last decade, bruv. Yes, they have. They're relevant.
I mean, now.
No, but we're talking about decade. That's
relevant.
what I'm saying. AC Milan. AC Milan ain't been relevant. AC Milan ain't been relevant in how many years, but they still prestigious team. Right now, yeah, in terms of who you more like, who would you rather play for? AC Milan or Man City?
Man City.
But AC Milan have won more titles than them, right? Why would you play?
Actually, let me say it depends. It depends because I know if I got Man City, bro, Sterling's starting ahead of me.
No, I'm talking about in terms of who's more likely. Who's more likely to win Champions League?
Yeah, Man City.
No. Man City, Fumble FC. They get to semi-final.
AC Milan.
AC Milan will do damage, bro.
I'm talking about what have AC Milan done?
No, but AC Milan teams were right this season.
Yes, they're right though.
But what have they been for the last decade? I can't lie. He's giving another team though. No, because it's because AC Milan, into like NWA were the premier team in European football at a point in time. They were one of the premier teams. We don't look at them like that. We don't
because. It's anyway.
Same like NWA.
It's a generation.
It's a generation.
It is a generation. It's a generational thing, isn't it?
So I was going to say, I think there's a perception thing around it as well. Like, think about the NWA World Women's Championship. The fact it was featured on AEW television with Thunder Rosa quite a bit, and then obviously had Serena Deeb, then Camille for a little bit. Already that title felt sort of more prestigious, and those 3 women got the name out there. If he had struck a deal with the NWA and with Aldis and Omega as a match for the NWA's title, it would have brought something the same way Kenny brought something to the Impact title. And if you get Trevor Murdoch in a match, say like Arn Anderson says Cody needs to find his edge, you're going to fight Trevor Murdoch for the NWA World's title next week on Rampage. Already you're thinking, oh shit, Cody's going back for the belt he won like years ago, and he's going for the NWA World's title, which has some name cliche to it. It's that perception though, because it's being hidden away on Fight and you have to pay for it. And to watch Tom fucking Latimer to get through to the NWA's title, who's always been a prick, I'll be honest with you. Yeah, never been entertaining. And it just there's no popularity to it. It's like a band who was popular years ago is now playing like New Cross Inn.
They were performing in Wembley, doing O2, and now they're fucking doing flipping.
I will make it relevant again if I had Ace Hotel, bro. I'm telling you, bro.
No, but do you know, let me side with Sam.
Keep living in yesteryear. We get it.
But you have to respect yesteryear.
We do respect.
It's like you're blindly ignoring.
My thing is, we respect, bro. We respect yesterday, bro. We've listed the amount of people that have won the belts: Lou Fez, fucking Great Muta, Ric Flair, Lex Luger. Sting. We've listed all the names,
And that's
but
what it
we
should-
can
it
only
should be.
respect. We can only respect something if the respect is being carried out through the years. In the last 10 years, please, like I've said, outside of Cody and Nick Aldis, what prominent reigns do you know?
I couldn't tell you.
You couldn't tell me, but you can tell me that Ric Flair held it. You can tell me Terry Funk held it. You can tell me Great Mutas held it. You can tell me all of these great people have held it. But should we now be relying on what happened between 1948 to 1993? It doesn't make sense.
150
We should know.
That's why people. That's why people.
We should know.
This is why people recognize Winston Churchill. Why? Because he is the one that won World War II.
Fuck that
It's
guy.
still
He's
relevant. It's still 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 relevant.
I'm not respecting that guy
Racist or
still.
not,
Stop
bro.
giving
It's still
Winston Churchill
relevant. Just stop giving Winston Churchill. It's still relevant.
One load, fam. Come on, man.
I can't lie.
Come on, man.
I can't lie. You threw me off.
Because of Winston Churchill.
Yeah. And that guy now.
Bro, no, okay, honestly, that's what I'm asking. Do we have to, should we really just rely on yesteryear?
So can I make one more point of this? It's like the All Japan Triple Crown title. Think about who held it years ago. Kenta Kobashi, Mitsuru Misawa, Toshiaki Kawada, Akira Taue, the best wrestlers.
And look who are holding it now.
And now
All Japan.
outside of Kento Miyahara, can you tell me any All
I
Japan
couldn't.
names? But
All Japan used to be one of the biggest companies in
It
Japan.
doesn't mean it's not a prestigious title.
Exactly.
If I become a wrestler and won it, I'd feel fucking proud of myself. But there's no relevance anymore to it. No one was the same until.
If we brought back AWA, WCCW, all of these title belts that prestigious people have held, if we bring it out today, are you gonna still tell me that's still gonna be one of the top titles in the world?
Sam, let me help you.
It can't be.
I got a point. NWA, they're relying too much on nostalgia.
Too much.
They're relying. No, because listen, we scrutinized WWE for holding too much nostalgia
legends, yeah.
for the attitude era.
Yeah.
So we have to have the same energy for NWA.
No, but when,
Now, fair enough, if that's your percent.
when we're talking about nostalgia, the nostalgia is not necessarily the actual wrestlers itself, because we're not seeing old school wrestlers in NWA.
No, but the presentation is. Let's be real.
presentation is fine, bro.
The presentation is
I've had
bad.
enough of pyro fireworks. Man, them doing freaking acrobatic.
You're chatting shit.
No, it's jarring. It's jarring.
No, Sam.
Don't ever go to SmackDown or Raw again then. I don't want to see that Raw SmackDown.
No, but I actually like ground and pound, William Regal, Finley.
Sam,
But you know
if I see you at Raw SmackDown, I'm going to twist your ear. You're moving.
Sam, you said Finley in the man, yeah?
Yeah, but that's what.
Do Finley want to wrestle NWA? Hell no. They want to go NXT. They want Pyro. They want crowd saying, yeah.
Now he's Wallow, and you think Finley and Regal won't go to NWA to have a wrestling?
To do what?
Now,
To do what?
when they've got the production of NXT. Come on, man. Stop it, man.
Sam, man.
Stop it, man.
Sam, I know
They'd rather
you.
wrestle in your
Sam, I
pool.
know you.
Bro,
Sam, I know you.
Bro, they would rather wrestle in your pool than
Sam,
go to
I know you,
NWA.
Mr. Champagne.
Sam, bro, go and watch Finley versus Sami Callihan. Go and watch Finley versus Sami Callihan and where they wrestle.
Respected promotion, bro.
It's not.
Wrestlers will want to wrestle, bro. 100.
There's a difference. There's a difference. There's a respected promotion and respected brand. NWA as a brand is respected. As a promotion, nobody cares for it.
Nobody cares. But as a promotion, GCW's got more buzz than it right now. MLW's got more buzz than it right now.
AAW, New Japan, DDT,
CMLL,
CMLL, Crash,
Rev
Bro.
There's
bare.
You know what? I'm not going to say nothing because I'll be the ultimate heel in wrestling right now.
Let me bust you. So Sam, I think for me personally, I'm gonna agree with you on this. Like I said before, the NWA Championship, yeah, within the industry, you win that, Mandem are looking you different. Yeah? Correct, right?
No.
Oh yeah, no,
But us fans,
I look at Trevor
fans,
Murdoch here, but he's not nowhere near Kenny.
That's it,
He's
as
not nowhere
fans-
near Alex Hammerstone. He's not nowhere near John Moxley.
as fans, yeah, I'd look at the NWA and I'm like, but what, like, I'm not really interested in that. Do you know what I mean? Because it hasn't done nothing for me in years.
Bro, I look
Do you
at
get what I mean? It's like,
bro, this uncle's still playing football.
like no disrespect. No disrespect. It's like
it's the women's title.
It's like I didn't read that. I'm not to be
read
deep.
that.
Not to be
I read
deep.
the women's title.
I'm not looking forward to that still.
But Sarita did
Okay. I love women's wrestling. I love women's wrestling. But look at Dubai. Look at Dubai.
I told you, man, lick AEW's ass too much, bro. Rim it properly, bro. That's what you love doing, bro. No, because seriously, AEW this, AEW that. Blood, fuck off, bro. At the end of the day, the NWA title is for me anyway. For me, is very relevant for its past. Simple as that. The nostalgia, everything for it.
Here's a question for you. If you had you got the option in front of you, right? The next NWA pay-per-view's coming up. Are you going to put down 20 quid of your own money, or are you going to wait a day to steal it and watch wrestling?
Thank you. Talk to me.
I'll steal
Talk to me.
Because is it worth 20 quid of my own money to watch NWA?
Thank you.
Nowadays,
Thank you.
That's NWA's production value. Cost £20 for you to pay.
No offense.
It's because of the money, innit? It's fine. It's because of the money. If NWA had the same budget as AEW, if it did,
if my grandma had
but that's not the ethos. That's not wait,
150 million %. I'll watch NWA
but
more.
Sam, that's not the ethos. You know that's not the ethos. Like you said, they don't need the money.
All this what ifs are good.
Yeah, what if? Because bro, you settled.
Women fucking NWA.
You settled for no pyro, right? Did he say that?
No music, no interest, no
mics, no boots. Just came to
no backstage area.
No backstage area.
There's defo mics. There's defo
no go-to, no documentaries,
no catering.
Just straight walking to the ring.
Just Uber Eats,
Smash Mouth wrestling, technical, finish, no colour.
No
colour.
No colour. And Tyrus. Somebody call my mama. No, fuck off, man.
Sam,
and Chris Adonis. Come on, man. When was Chris Masters' last good match?
No, I like.
He's alright, to be honest.
He's alright.
It's agenda over facts today,
He's alright.
Even though agendas are
Did he fight the Pope? Was it the Pope?
Elijah Pope, yeah.
No. He fought JTG actually, and that was actually a good match, fam. So
Chris Adonis is good.
To be honest with you, like that's what I'm trying to say. You lot don't watch NWA, so
no,
I get it.
bro.
Sam. Bias aside.
Bro, come on, you know me. If we're talking about diverse wrestling watches here,
watching it before.
I'm most diverse.
Watch it. Look, bias aside and bias inside. I tried to watch it. It was good the first couple months. After what I was like, bro, I need some sort of something from it.
I need rock music.
I need something from it. Like there's, I was watching when Eddie Kingston was there. Do you know what I mean? And when Eddie went to AEW, I was like, oh shit, sick. But when I was watching it, I was like, bro, I need. Do you know what I mean? I need some sort of music.
NWA couldn't keep Eddie Kingston and Ricky Starks. Why?
Ooh.
Why?
Ooh.
Why?
Ooh.
They couldn't keep Thunder Rosa. Why?
Serena Deeb.
Money.
Why?
Money.
Fair enough.
No, it's not.
Money.
It's not necessarily money.
It's not money because Billy Corgan's got bread.
Money.
Billy Corgan's got bread.
So why don't you want to make more bread?
No, bro. This is dead. This is a dead argument though, because this is a dead argument because the amount of wrestlers we see in WWE that could stay for bread. It's not about bread. It's rarely about bread. It's about creative freedom and their own personal wish list and goals.
And
let's be
competition,
real.
bro.
90% of these wrestlers on their to-do list, the NWA title's not there. I've not seen any wrestler come out of release and do a podcast with Renee or Chris Van Vliet and say, yeah, you know what? I've been thinking about this for a long time. I want to go for the NWA title. None of their dream matches are wrestlers in NWA.
Make another comparison. It's like back in the day with Progress. If you got booked at Progress, you were like, fucking hell, you must be like best in the fucking country, right? Yeah. And now you get booked for Progress, these empty arena shows in Peckham, and it's good for wrestlers, and wrestlers are pleased for themselves to be on, but fans aren't pleased because it's like, well, I can see him at Rev Pro, I could see him at Purpose, I could see him at Future Shock. You know, there's just no specialness to it.
That's what I'm saying. In the industry, like they respect it, but outside for fans, what is it doing for me? Like I said, bro, I always say, what had Vince done for us, bro? Same concept, bro. What are they doing for you right now? You yourself, have you bought any merch? No.
Wait, the thing is, have I bought any wrestling merch though besides my gold belt? No. So, and that's the NWA, and that's the NWA World Championship. Anyway,
on,
so what?
It's got Flair's name.
It doesn't matter. It's got Bret Hart's name, but still, it doesn't matter.
Hey, Bret Hart never won that belt.
Fam.
But my point is that belt is definitely, for me anyway, it's prestigious and it's definitely relevant just for the mere fact that the wrestlers that had it before were magnificent. Yes, it had a dead pitch.
Prestige and relevant are two different things.
It's prestigious.
It's prestigious. Bro, we've never argued that the NWA title is not prestigious. For me, it's top two.
It's not relevant.
But right now in time, in current climate, with all the wrestling that's going on, and bro, we're in a mad boom of wrestling. The amount of companies, the amount of matches that we're seeing in different companies right now, that belt is not seen in the highest esteem. as like the AEWs
Let me
or the
add-
WWEs.
Even
Let me add to that. Let me
GCW.
add to
Fam,
that.
the Pan-African World title is more important than
No, don't do that, don't do that.
You know what I'm saying? It's mocking. It's actually mocking. You see what I'm saying? See the disrespect by these microwaves.
people talk-
It's disrespectful,
Microwave,
bro. It's very
people talk more about
disrespectful.
Trisha Adora than fucking Nick Aldis. Let's be real, man. Come
wait,
on,
what?
don't do that.
Wait, let me add to what you
It's
said.
Black History Month as well. Don't do that. It's Black History Month. Don't do that.
Wow. Don't disrespect Aldis. That is crazy,
Let me add to
bro.
what Nell said.
Mike.
When the indie boom was happening, right, when everyone was all going on the indies, no one was checking for NWA. If they were, NWA will be relevant right now. There's a reason why they're still where they are. Because remember, when you had Bullet Club, no one was saying, "Yep, let's go to NWA."
But NWA didn't have a promotion
They
in
didn't have
there.
promotion back then.
I remember.
So they weren't even about. They missed the boat.
They're a slag because they're jumping from company to company to company.
The rapture happened. They weren't there. They weren't there. They missed
Perfect.
it.
You know what happened?
They
The Holy
missed it.
Spirit went around. What's a raptor? It went to every single company and done its relevance. You see where I'm coming from? What for me? And done its relevant thing, bruv. The NWA World Championship was in every necessary promotion
What
where it
did
needed
What
to
did
do.
it do exactly?
It helped TNA a lot.
Think about that
It
too.
really helped TNA a lot. And I
Okay,
don't wanna
we
hear
can-
people saying that it didn't.
Okay,
because
we can give it that, we can
hear
give it that.
Oh, we hear that, but TNA got to a point where it was like, you know, we
didn't
don't
need it.
actually need the NWA.
And then what happened to TNA?
Look, what do you
It
mean? what happened?
flourished.
No, it did not. After
flourished.
After 2007,
And then-
after 2007, after Kurt Angle won the belt, don't do that, man.
do that.
Come on, man,
Yeah.
you're better than this. And where the microwave? Come on, man, you're a toaster. Fuck off, man. You're a toaster fan.
Sam, you could
Just
say
popping in and out for no reason. I like, man.
TNA's relevance. Because it's still relevant. It's
Bro,
still a relevant
it's still
company.
relevant, but-
you could say their boom period probably ended around what, 2012, 2013?
Yeah.
2014.
2014.
Let's
When
the
AJ
years
Styles,
after.
when AJ Styles left, when AJ Styles left, and your homeboy Nick Aldis became WWE Impact champion, that's when it kind of went on the decline. It was still relevant, but
Let me not lie. Sorry, bro. The NWA title did help TNA
no,
a lot.
nobody's
In the
disputing that.
beginning.
A lot.
That was in the last 10
Okay,
years.
before that,
Yeah.
between 1993 and
I wasn't watching
1999.
I weren't checking for
Who
them.
do you remember as champion? Because I can tell you who the champions were. Dan Severn was champion, only defended it like 3 times.
Didn't they bring
Sabu was a fucking champion.
Did they bring it to WWF? And after they really did.
Yes, with Dan Severn.
Dan Severn,
And
yeah, I
they
remember
cribbed
that.
the whole of NWA.
Yeah, 'cause,
NWA was so
Jack
pissed
Connell,
off
yeah,
because
I
they thought, you know what, this is going to be our boom period. We're going to have Jeff
Nothing
Jarrett.
came from
We're
it.
going to have the Midnight Express. We're going to have all these different people. We're going to try, capitalize, you know,
Nothing
build some
came from
buzz.
it. Nothing.
Bro, WWE wallowed. As soon as Stone Cold stunned Jeff Jarrett,
Finish.
NWA was done.
Finish, yeah, done.
They had to wait till 2002 for Ken Shamrock to win the title. People spoke about it. It wasn't until R-Truth won the belt, and it was like, oh, we're here. There's a first black NWA champion.
yeah.
And then obviously Jeff Jarrett.
Black
was
wrestling draws.
you know, that's what, you know, Jeff Jarrett was obviously doing what he was doing, winning the title every 5 weeks.
And it was fucking
And
glorious.
it was amazing. I can't lie to you. Do you know what I mean?
Then Sting had it as
Back
well.
controller.
No,
Yeah, bro, that's what I'm saying.
couple legends had
bro,
it still, but
fam,
it's-
listen,
you know what I'm trying
we're
to
not
say?
taking away from NWA helping TNA with that title belt, but TNA got to a point where it was so big they did not need the NWA. You're forgetting, it's not NWA that said, you know what, we want our belt back. TNA said, you know what, we don't need you guys. We're going to build our own legacy. Thank you. We've borrowed.
The ECW thing was mad, though.
We've used the Ric Flairs.
Aye, deep it.
We've
Deep-
used the Larry
deep-
Zbyskos.
deep watch.
We've used the Lufthanses. We've used their history. We don't need them anymore.
Deep what Shane Douglas did, though, man, at ECW, bro.
I
That
didn't
was
mention Shane
mad.
Douglas.
Deep what he did.
Shane Douglas.
ECW was
franchise,
part of
fam.
Shane, was part of NWA.
Fam, what he did, yeah. Man had the title, bro. The board, the NWA board was sitting there, bro. Man got handed the title after a sick match. Man looked at the thing and saying, "Oh, the people that's won it." Then he goes, "F this." Well, man threw it on the floor. Bro, they were startled, fam. They didn't
That
know
was
what to
the
do.
birth of Extreme Championship
Wrestling.
That was it.
How long did that last for?
For time.
Where is it now?
Where is it now?
Where's NWA?
Where's it now?
Anyway, what I'm
Hey,
trying to say is,
where's it now?
NWA?
Wait.
It doesn't matter.
Can I say where it is?
Where's ECW?
Sam, can I say where it is?
Go on.
Can I say where it is? I'm thinking ECW has birthed other companies, bro. If it wasn't for ECW, there wouldn't be certain
NWA done, bro?
No Ring of Honor.
What?
No, see,
No CCW. No Ringo, no GCW.
Birth other companies.
NWA.
That's silly.
Bro, NWA was a territory. It wasn't a flipping company. It was a governing body.
Do you remember the news
NWA was a
story?
governing body, not a flipping company itself. It had different territories around America, around Asia, around Europe. That's why they had over 250 belts.
do you remember
Come
the-
on, man. I came to educate today. Do you know what I mean?
Oh,
Mr. Facts
yeah.
and Energy. Do you know what I mean?
Do you remember the news
My fool was
story
going to
as well?
smoke me, but who I smoke?
Go on,
I
yeah.
was just going to say, do you remember the news story as well? Do you remember Billy Corgan was involved with Impact, and then I was like, Billy Corgan bought the NWA. Everyone fucking laughed. We all thought NWA was dead. And obviously, fair fucks to him.
He's done his best.
He's done his best. That early run of power before the pandemic was really good. It was really
it was very good. That's why I was watching it. Yeah.
I was watching it. I really enjoyed it. But since then, unfortunately, with the departure of Dave Lagana and it going to empty arenas, and it just being not, it doesn't fit in with the current climate.
Look, what I can definitely admit, the company itself,
accountability.
I know this already though. The company itself is not on AEW's level. I actually like watching AEW. I do, innit? But for me, that championship belt. I said busting my rollie in that. That championship belt. That championship belt is up there. It's
can I say
number one.
Sam?
And AEW it's not. I'm sorry.
Can I say something? Sam.
I'm sorry.
Sam. You know how much? Yeah, I know how much you love.
No,
wait, Sam.
It's not. I'm telling you.
You know how much you know how much. Yeah, I know how much you love wrestling in WWE. Yeah, cool. You're a new wrestler, right? You get 2 contracts. One envelope says WWF, WWE. One envelope says NWA. Both contracts have a match of Undertaker for the belt, for NWA belt or WWE belt.
Evil guy
at WrestleMania.
Evil guy.
This one's at a power event.
But you know
what are you going for?
You know what I'm gonna choose.
What are you gonna choose?
WWF.
WWF's
high and
both matches are I think at WrestleMania then for the NWA or WWE.
WWE,
then it's done there.
Okay, but here's another question for you. What I'm trying to say is NWA belt is more, for me anyway, it's better than the AEW belt, bruv.
So are you tuning into every single NWA title match?
No, I'm not.
Why not?
But you're AEW fan.
But I'm not
now.
even tuning to every AEW match.
I'm not pay-per-views. So you're not watching pay-per-views? Did you not? You're not watching AEW?
Yeah, a few pay-per-views, but that's more recently, isn't it? A few pay-per-views.
So have you watched more AEW pay-per-views recently than NWA?
Yeah, you're bad.
Exactly. Kesman, we haven't even got that much long.
You don't have a graphic that says Gaps all elite.
Gaps all
I think I've lost this one, folks.
Come on, man.
You know what? Yeah.
I thought I just came to vibes. Smoking.
We ain't got enough time, man. We ain't got enough time, but I want to speak to NK. I want to speak to NK.
Listen to what I think it's about. I'm sitting out. I don't care.
Yeah, what is it about? What is it about? The AEW?
Roman Reigns, I think.
Let's talk about it. So, basically, someone wrote about, I'm going to extend the time. Fuck it. Let's extend the time. Can we extend it?
Yeah, extend it.
Sorry, man. I know that was a mad argument.
No, it's love.
It's love.
Could you extend it?
Come on, G.
1 hour. So obviously there was chat online, about Roman Reigns being one of the top. Was it?
30. No. The conversation was the top 30. The initial conversation was, where would you rank Roman Reigns on the all-time list? Now, I'd come into the group chat hot-headed because context. I'd seen a lot of conversations putting him amongst the top 10s and bearing in mind. Okay. And then bearing in mind, I'd seen a lot of people online say outrageous things, saying, oh my God, he's better than Cena, he's better than this man. So I came into the group chat a bit hot-headed and I said, the run isn't even over. This is very prisoner of the moment-ish to having these all-time conversations because prior to this run, we weren't having all-time conversations. Prior to this run, we weren't having these conversations. So it's now, the run hasn't even finished yet. And we're now having these all-time conversations.
Do you know why we're having it?
Don't be these prisoner of the moment.
Man, need to relax because for the past 8 years, Roman Reigns was not that guy.
No, but do you know why we're having this conversation? Do you know why we're having this conversation though? Because we know slowly but surely Roman's gonna be that guy.
He's going to be, but the conversation.
I don't even know you.
No, but
he is.
No. But Anafi,
he is.
Anafi, never in my.
I'll be rude.
Who is?
Bro, and universal title. What the fuck is gonna be relevant about Roman Reigns?
Let me tell you something. When Roman loses that title, he's still gonna be relevant, bro.
No, he won't.
He will.
For what?
100%.
For what?
Wait, Anafi, that's not my argument, though.
No.
My argument. Wait, Sam. Let me land. Sam, let me land. My argument has never been that Roman Reigns will never be in the conversation. That's never what I said. My conversation was,
but he will never be in that conversation.
My argument specifically was, fam, prior to this reign, none of us were talking about all-time great. We said everybody was saying everybody, but that's why I said it's prisoner of the moment because the reign ain't even over. But man, are putting them in all-time conversations.
But listen, that's what I'm trying to say.
That's why I was like, what the fuck is going on?
What I'm saying is, see, to be an all-time great, like, I'm talking great.
And I'm looking at it through
I'm not talking about no ordinary great like Kane or someone like that. Big up Kane, you're certified. But I'm talking about greats of Takers, Flairs, Jericho's, Rock, Austin. Nah. Cena, nah.
Yeah, I agree.
Even
I
Orton,
agree.
nah.
I fucking agree.
Even when you lose, and even when you lose that title finally, I'm not gonna care about Roman Reigns.
I'm not gonna go that far. I'm not gonna go that far.
Because I'm trying to think in my head.
I'm not gonna go that far.
Bro, but
Who in WWE right now is popping more than Roman Reigns? Who else you gonna care about when Roman Reigns is gone?
Roman Reigns is the The thing is about
main guy.
The thing about Roman Reigns, yeah, I can say this, yeah, Roman Reigns, yeah, in the foreseeable for the next decade that's gonna come, he'll be that guy, and he will build, and he will build. Wait, let me.
I doubt it.
No, but who else would be?
That's what you want to ask him.
Maybe even McIntyre, bruv. And I'm being real. Maybe even McIntyre. No, I'm being very real.
Sam, no.
Maybe even McIntyre.
But basically, my whole point was, yeah, that I can't lie. These conversations, yeah, it's a shoulda, cool. My man has potential to do this, my man's potential to do that, cool. How come potential? But if we're ranking an all-time great, we're talking about done and what's actually happened. The reign ain't bloody over yet, bruv.
But what else am I thinking is man gonna do?
That's all I'm saying, bruv.
Bro, it's not what man's gonna do.
No, Kylian Mbappe will be an all-time great player. It's not time yet, bruv.
No, but
yeah, but then the thing with Mbappe,
so
you know what he's gonna do in the next 10 years.
Is it a crime? Is it a crime for us to say that he is gonna be that person? Because he's gonna be that person.
I don't think he will.
Listen to what I'm saying.
I don't think he will.
No, you're not.
I said
the same thing. I said the same thing about the Fiend, but look what happened.
No.
I said we should have that conversation now.
No, I'm saying, yeah, you know, if everybody prefaces here as saying potential, I'm seeing Mandem saying he is. That's the thing.
Top 10.
Yeah,
no, that's impossible.
I've seen it.
Top 10 now, right now.
Right now, as in top 10 ever.
Ever.
No, it's impossible.
Ever
I
now.
personally haven't seen it, but I think that's impossible.
Top 30, yeah.
Top 30 right now. I won't be mad at that.
But because the thing is the conversation. The reason why I came into the group chat with my head hot and saying fuck this is because if Mandem was saying top 30, top 40, I kept, because remember the list wasn't right now, wasn't potential. It was where do you rank him all time? And I'm like, for me, I can't even lie. I'm not even thinking about Roman Reigns in the all time conversation. I'm enjoying the run now, and my thing is that bruv, I'm not. Why am I thinking about all time? Enjoy the moment. The dust hasn't even settled on this one to be thinking about all time, bruv.
But why can't
dust hasn't even settled?
I'm with you.
I agree.
But why can't we?
I'm with you. But with accolades alone, he's allowed to be. He's allowed to be.
Why can't we have this conversation?
He's allowed to be.
Why can't we have this conversation, bro?
See Kurt Angle, yeah. Kurt Angle 3 years into his run was already considered one of the best to ever do it.
Come on, man.
Kurt Angle started wrestling in 1999.
Mandem,
no. I do this. I know what you're gonna say. But the thing is, why do we pick and choose when we're allowed to have these conversations about when people can be?
Pick and choose who we want to
take. You might just say Roman. People don't rate Roman.
I like Roman Reigns.
I like Roman Reigns. I like him, but no, you're not going to be an all-time great mate like that.
Yeah.
I'm saying, cool, is he top 10 of all time?
Okay, can I say? Wait.
In the group say he's top 10.
No, I don't.
I'm not agreeing.
Because look, when I came into the group here, I wasn't even targeting one. Yeah. I just said, yo, this conversation's bad premature because this is prisoner of the moment shit. Because, like I said, prior to this run, we weren't having even discussions about all time. But suddenly, post the run, we're now having discussions about all time.
Top 30, yeah.
But all I'm saying is that, look, like I said, I've conceded. Roman will be in the conversation at some point. He will be. But my thing is, at least, if we're going to talk about, at least can we let the run finish and say, do you know what? Wow, that's a great run. Cool, let's put him in. The dust hasn't even settled, man.
I'm sorry, bro.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm so sorry.
The dust ain't settled.
That's even questionable that he's going to be an all-time.
I was just going to say, the reason why Roman stands out is because the WWE product in itself is a bad product at the moment.
It's shit.
Thank you, right?
Thank you.
So Roman stands out. Like if you had David Beckham in his prime in a field full of shit, of course he would fucking stand out.
But then why? Okay, thank you. Then why can't we start that conversation? But there was moments in WWE. There was moments in time when WWE we had WWE champions where the run was shit. The run was boring. Like I didn't enjoy Bob Backlund being a champion. Who enjoyed that?
Well, Backlund.
Who enjoyed that?
No, nobody.
Thank you. So what? He can be listed as great as time as well. No,
I don't think he is one of the
greatest champion of all time. Yeah, he can be. You can't be mentioning that. Can't mention that. Okay, cool.
He lost the belt too quick.
He was one of the longest champions though.
Yeah,
Bruno.
The way he lost it to Diesel, he can't beat that.
No, but he had it for long. He had it for a long time, no?
Yeah, he did have it in the 80s. Yeah.
Come on, man.
It's like by modern standards though. Like some people consider Bruno Sammartino to be one of the greatest of all time.
Thank you, nostalgia.
But that's the thing. There's a lot of nostalgia to it. I think someone like think about people who keep relevant. Like, for me, Kenta Kobashi is one of the greatest wrestlers that's ever
This
lived.
is the conversation I wanted to have. I'm sorry, listen.
Right.
Let's,
No, I'm not gonna. There's a few people.
let's get things straight right now.
They suck their Kobashi and Masawa dick.
Can we get stuff now? Can we get stuff right now, please? This is what I want to get onto. Look, I get it. I understand it.
You've seen their matches, right?
Can I?
But you haven't seen Masato Tanaka?
No.
Yeah, you're well
Give me the flag.
You're well Can I say something right now? Yeah. Can I say something right now?
No,
I don't look, Mandem. Explain something to me. Yeah. Maybe I'm not getting it too tough. Yeah. But listen, I get the hype. I understand it. I understand the Okadas, whatever. Cool. But why is Japanese wrestling so highly rated, bro? That
even me,
I don't understand. Sometimes I don't get. Sometimes I feel like Mandem are just fanboying, bro, for just the sake of just saying it. Do you know what I mean? Because bro, there is wrestlers out there. There's wrestling matches out there that have in the US, which are quite sick as well. And I believe they're more intended than that. But why is it that? Okay, cool. Mandem are looking at this. Okay, I get the technical ability. They're all sick wrestlers. But why is it that Mandem are saying this guy or that?
Well, you have to understand, yeah, from my perspective, because I'm like,
I was going to say something mad, yeah, but
No, say it.
No, I'm not saying it.
This is no.
No. NK. If I say it, the podcast is locked off. Yeah.
What I'll say is, yeah, when you watch like a lot of the matches from like the Jun Akiyamas, the Masato Tanakas, Kobashi, Hayabusa. So from that FMW, All Japan, New Japan, Noah, all of that kind of stuff.
Japan women and kind of things like
the Joshis, bro, they set the precedence of what wrestling is today.
I think it's.
No, they've set the precedence of what wrestling is today.
I get that, but
in terms of like, not forget like the theatrics of like WWE and the like all of that kind of stuff. In terms of like in ring, yes, of course we've got the Bret Harts, we've got the Dean Malenkos, we've got all of that, but that was never the norm.
I think
that was never the norm in WWE. You'd have a man dressed like a bin man versus a man dressed like a dentist. But in terms of like in-ring quality,
I mean, but what about now? What about why are we not talking? What about now? People are still rating Japanese wrestling higher than.
Because a lot of the stuff that you see in the 90s were much better than some of the stuff that you see now.
I think it's like a classic TV show. Like things like Only Fools and
well, bro.
Only Fools and Horses or some just the first show that comes to mind. For me, that kind of does still age well. Or things like, keep relevant. I was watching a film years ago. Do you remember the film Trainwrecked? Yeah. And I was watching that film thinking, they're talking a lot about stuff that's going on nowadays. Is this going to be relevant in 20 years? And I think to myself, I don't think it is. The All Japan stuff, there was stories to it, and it's classic stories that's as old as time, and you can get invested in them. That's why it's going to hold up. And
timeless thing, basically.
Yeah, timeless thing. And I think the people, I do agree with your perception about Japanese wrestling, because same. I think everyone thinks, if you're Japanese, you're going to be a great wrestler. I'm sorry, but hey, bro, can I say something? It's like back in the day, you play Football Manager, you see a football player from Brazil called Dos Santos. You're going to sign him because you think he's sick, because the Brazilian name's called Dos Santos or Santana, but he's pants.
That's what I said. I think sometimes
no potential.
The whole Japanese nostalgia thing's just a bit.
Not even nostalgia, bro. It's not nostalgia. It's what's happening now.
Because if you look through different eras, because obviously with the now, listen, there's still Japanese wrestling that I still need to know in it. But like even like my introduction to wrestling, like I said, I always say wrestling channel, Ring of Honor, all that stuff. But you go back and watch some Noah matches, bro. From the early 2000s.
No, they were good Noah matches.
It's not that they were good. It's not just good, bro. It's all time.
On a regular basis.
Regular, bro.
As until now. Bro, go back and watch Kenta's matches. Go back and watch Ricky Marvin matches. Go watch Kobashi matches. Watch Kanemaru matches.
I did watch a lot of these matches.
Watch Shibata was in Noah as well, bro.
Bro, go back. Even Suzuki. Go back and watch the matches. Bro, if I could show you a match, I can get rid of the date. You can watch it and be like, fam, this match is mad. And I'll put the date up. It's only 2.
You know I'm going to say next, right? You know I'm going to say next, right? But I know you're going to say, he doesn't need to come here. I know you're going to say that. Why don't some of these wrestlers that are there just conquered some of the stuff in Japan? For example, Okada. I would love to see him on American soil.
He's not survived.
No, that's the problem. That's the problem. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. Why don't we see these men on the American soil? That's when I can say, it's like Messi. You see Messi play in Spain for his whole life. He's a good footballer, yes, but what is he doing outside thingies?
Okay, you tell me.
What's he
outside of Antonio Inoki and Oscar? How has the treatment of Japanese wrestlers been?
Forgetting WWE. Forgetting WWE.
It's not been treated well.
No. But listen, them man are talking about WWE though.
Oh, do you mean in terms of like I'm not talking about WWE. Bro, look at the power of the internet. They don't actually necessarily have to travel. Of course,
that's the
for the luxury of like wrestling fans like us that enjoy watching these people wrestle. Look at Suzuki. Suzuki is a Japanese legend. He's come to GCW. He's gone
That's why I'm happy
fight.
about Suzuki.
He's wrestled.
That's why I'm happy about Suzuki. But do you guys get my point though?
But you're sorry.
But am I giving Suzuki the AEW champion?
What? Wait, whoa, no.
No, it's true though. I'm not giving him that, am I?
Are you?
Suzuki don't win the NWA.
Wait. Enough. You're saying you want to see these people in different places, but they were. If you look, bruv.
Come on. Okay, come on. You know what I'm talking about, bro.
What in terms of what?
You're saying they were, but the time that they were there, were you watching that?
Yes.
No, actually,
You want to enjoy it? Okada went in there. We happy what he was doing there?
He was in the ROH in the Super Cup. We were talking 2016.
In the suit. I'm not talking about that, but I'm talking about what's happening now.
But that's a part of...
Bro, wrestling now is different.
What's slowing down? But you're saying... I'm not done. The thing is, we're saying we want to wrestle them at different companies. I can't lie, Mandem, but you can find Shinsuke Nakamura at Rev Pro. You can find Okada at ROH. But how many of these Wrestle Kingdom matches were building in ROH? But that ROH and New Japan combination.
I'm not talking about that.
Excellent. But I get your point. I get your point.
Wait, I'm not done. The thing is here, cool. Now that because before AEW existed, the only big company that would give them that exposure was WWE. So there was nowhere else for them to go. Right. They did all the other indie shows. Right. Now that AEW exists, now they can go to AEW. But AEW was born before the pandemic. So where else are they gonna go?
The thing is, my question is why haven't I seen a Japanese Western champion?
Oh, that's
world champion.
That's due to
you know why.
That's bad booking.
You know why.
Making excuses. Why am I not seeing that? No. Why am I not seeing that?
Morishima in
Ring of Honor.
He was
okay. But
Do you know who that is?
No, I don't. But that's what I'm saying. Okay, because I don't know. You know my okay's okay, fair enough. But then I'm not seeing a lot of these Japanese men becoming the world champions.
In life, and I say this many podcasts, go where you're tolerated, not where you're go where you're celebrated, not where you're tolerated. Bro, we've seen the treatment of Japanese wrestlers in America, mainly by WWE. So why do they need to come to America when they can just build themselves as stars in Japan?
What I'm trying to say is that
we can say the same with black wrestlers, but look what's happened.
So where are they going to wrestle in Congo, in Nigeria? I don't understand. Where the black wrestlers going to wrestle? Where the black? No,
everyone is a black champion right now.
The black wrestler point doesn't make sense. Where would the black wrestlers wrestle if there's no? Where would they wrestle?
Where would African American black wrestlers wrestle if they're American?
No, I get what you're saying. I understand that point.
Japanese wrestlers would wrestle in Japan because.
But wait,
okay,
cool. I think my final point is this. My final point is this.
In a strip club, I don't get
my final point is this. Like I said to you, NK, I understand how. I think me seeing Kenny Omega and thing in New Japan and seeing him in AEW, a lot of stuff makes sense to me. Do you get it? Yeah. Obviously, I done my homework. You sent me matches. I watched it. I was like, oh, sick. I fell in love with Kenny Omega. I think for other wrestlers in New Japan, when people tell me, oh, New Japan's sick, I don't really feel it as much yet.
So what?
I don't know what it is.
You want these wrestlers? You want these wrestlers to go to a place where you feel comfortable watching it?
I don't know. Maybe have a match. Maybe have a match. Maybe have a dream match. I don't know. I don't know.
Do you know what? I think so.
Mate, like I said to you, NK. Like I said to you a couple months ago, weeks ago, whatever. I said to you, maybe things can come. Maybe the way it can get over to me is this: if I'm watching it with someone, you see it. It's shit like that works all the time.
I hear that, but the thing is, this was literally my introduction to New. Like I said, I got into New Japan 2016. Literally, Wrestle Kingdom 10 was the first Wrestle Kingdom I watched, and then from there I went on. But I'd heard rumblings about New Japan, and literally, the funny part is when I talk about Okada today, people kept saying, "Oh, AJ Styles versus Okada. This Okada guy beat AJ Styles." Obviously, AJ Styles is my greatest wrestler of all time. So I came into the mentality is like you, man. That who the fuck is this guy beating AJ Styles? And then I saw. And then I saw her again. And then I got to Wrestle Kingdom 10, no context. Watched Okada Tanahashi. I said, what the fuck am I watching, bro? This is one of the greatest things I've seen. And the thing is, you've got to go into it. The thing is, yeah, not to say that you're saying this, but it's like, look at New Japan's product is New Japan's product. You're going to see predominantly Japanese talent. Of course, it's good for the wrestling industry for people to go here, go there. But at the end of the day, they're going to be represented. You should want a company to represent their stars the best. So if you want to see the best representation of Okada, it doesn't make sense to see him in AEW. You want to see him where he's from. Do you know what I'm saying? And then appreciate him where he's going.
That's my point as well. We're never going to see that because obviously he's the poster boy.
What do you we're never going to see that?
We're never going to see this guy go away. This guy's supposed to win,
No. But the thing is, doesn't need to go. The thing is, doesn't need. The thing is,
Why are we making that excuse for?
What do you mean?
Where does he need to go?
Where does he need to go though?
Let him go to AEW and try and be a world champion at AEW.
Why though? But Sam, you see,
if this Okada guy's so highly rated, why not?
There was rumours years ago that Kenta Kobashi was going to be brought into the WWF to take on Steve Austin in '97. By him not going to the WWF, does that mean he's not the greatest of all time?
No, I couldn't say that. But what I'm trying to say is,
if I ask that question now, I'm going to be so biased. So I've never watched this guy wrestle. So that's what
Watching versus Samoa Joe is a good instruction.
Kent's come back. The big guy. And I've seen him wrestle.
The Samoa Joe match, the match against Misawa.
They wanted to give him against Stone Cold.
They wanted to do that.
Man, if he would have killed Stone Cold, he would have got me babyface. Stone Cold done this. I'm sorry, yeah. He's gonna hit me off.
You know what? Cool, innit? You know what? Maybe it's a thing of people prefer the Japanese wrestling and let them.
No, Sam. Sam.
It's not that. My thing is, I get where you're coming from because with a lot of wrestling fans, it's. You know what? They're a star here, but will they be able to make it where I'm comfortable watching them? Like for you, it's more of a thing of you know what? Yeah, he's good over there, but why doesn't he come over here and prove how good he is? It's like that doesn't make sense though.
Doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make sense
because at the end of the day, it's like, bruv, it's like you want. It's basically. I'm not saying you're saying, but it's basically you want the product that's more palatable for you. But if you want to see his greatness, go see him where he's great. Do you know what I'm saying? Instead of you saying because you look at it from he's not here though. But the reason why we're talking about his great is because he's over there. Yeah. Watch what he's doing over there and then come to your own conclusion. Do you know what I'm saying? Watch what he's doing over there because I'll keep...
Fair enough.
And the thing is, we have the internet now. There isn't that excuse of, but I can't watch. You can.
No, I can watch it. But you know what? You can. You know me in Japanese wrestling, it's too long for me. It's just too long for me to get into it. It's just the honest truth. The matches are too long. I just can't. I want to go to bed.
There's a lot of short Japanese matches I can show you. I mean, the perception is a lot of them are long. And New Japan hasn't helped that perception quite a bit. But there's a lot of, like one of my favourite matches of all time, Kenta Kobashi and Tsuyoshi Kikuchi against the Can-Am Express. 22 minutes, the greatest crowd in pro wrestling history, one of the greatest matches of all time. That's a classic and it's 22 minutes long.
Okay.
You not necessarily all the matches have to be long. Obviously, there are some long matches and some of them are worth your time. But I think that's a perception as well. Japanese wrestling, every match is like over 40 minutes.
No. Especially Noah. Their matches are like 40 minutes.
That's why it's from Noah watching it on the wrestling channel. I'm like, this is too long.
Nakamura's too long from the other week though. That was 20 minutes. One of the greatest matches.
Nakajima is amazing.
I need to
Nakajima,
he's the Gaza
he's the GOAT of Japanese wrestling. I'm
sorry, just to go back on something here.
I can't wait for him to go back to New Japan because
I do big up Japan, like big up you, man.
Even with Rev Pro, their whole business model was built on the fact that New Japan was
stars
such a fandom. Yeah.
Yes,
like the first Your Call show sold out because of Liger. The second one sold out because of Tanahashi. People bring over Okada and Ishii and Suzuki.
Exactly. The first Rev Pro. The first. Was it the first Rev Pro show? I think it was Shinsuke Nakamura versus
Zack Sabre Jr.
I
was there that show. Yeah, that was fucking awesome.
That was an incredible match.
Yeah, but I rate Shinsuke though because Shinsuke actually managed.
You rate him because he's in WWE.
Because he's in WWE.
Yes, because he's managed to do all right. He's actually managed to do okay.
He's relevant right now. Based off accomplishments, I agree. But based on what I've seen him do in New Japan,
compared,
I
can understand.
Bro,
give it a go. That's what I say. Give it a go. Try your best.
It's not a participation sport.
You know
what, bro? This is the problem with England. Yeah, we love the participation. It's never to succeed. That's the problem. That's one thing I always hate about this country. In America, is you know what? We're doing this to win. We're doing this to be the best. In this country, you know what? You took part, so that's why you're gonna get a certificate instead of breeding people to be able to be like, you know what? Let's fucking win.
So Sam,
Shinsuke Nakamura is basically in England participating.
Yes.
You know what? I'm here. I've signed up. I've sweated. I'm gonna go and rest.
Yeah,
instead of kicking people's fucking heads off like he was doing in New Japan. He's chilling. He's on vacation.
Because now
there's such an uproar of wrestling fans who love Shinsuke Nakamura. They've seen what he's done. They've seen his bouts with the Tanahashis, the Shelton Benjamins, the Okadas, the Kota Ibushis. We've seen these feuds, and we're seeing him fucking fight Baron Corbin. How many weeks in a row?
You dumb.
And he can't be himself.
And you're telling me this is all right because he tried, because he participated.
He can't be himself.
The reason why CM Punk and Daniel Bryan have kept the fans through like a Ring of Honor to WWE now to AEW, they're themselves. They've never tear awayed from being who they are. and that's why people can connect. We're talking about Bret Hart earlier.
No, it's definitely the reality era. It's definitely the reality era being yourself. I definitely respect that. But I'm just saying, I'm happy that Shinsuke gave it a go, innit?
No, that's what I feel. But the thing is, because you might not, because for example, let's say like somebody like an Okada or even a Naito comes to WWE, and then say,
I don't want to come at WWE.
No, but let's say they come to a Western company and they don't do as well. Now, the perception now, based on Sam's logic, it'll be like, I see they weren't that good anyway because they couldn't make it here. That's exactly what Sam would say. But the thing is, you can't comment on a man's entire career without seeing the best part of his career. And the thing is, a lot of the time, the reason, like, cool, I'm a New Japan flag waver, cool, bias boys, I don't give a damn. Agenda of fact, I don't give a damn. The thing is, when I saw what I saw in New Japan, I had to respect it. And when I saw the matches that were happening in New Japan, I had to respect it. The same way I saw the matches.
I watched Carlos' little appearances in TNA. It wasn't for me anyway.
That was before. He wasn't even 20 years old.
That's what I'm saying.
He wasn't even 20 years old.
That's what I'm talking about.
Let me finish my point. Maybe I've got to watch more Okada.
No, Sam, don't do that.
Maybe
it's not you have to
get myself into watching long matches. Maybe I have to, innit? I have to force myself. Maybe drink some alcohol to watch it and get. Okay, it's fine. No problem.
Here's a quick question for you. Okay, cool. Let's speak about another Japanese wrestler, Akira Tozawa. How do you feel about him?
I think he's sick.
In WWE.
Ninja.
When I see him fighting the cruiserweight division and all that stuff.
Bro, Akira Tozawa, before he signed into WWE, he was one of the best junior heavyweights in the world.
Okay.
So you're telling me...
I wasn't surprised though, because I saw him fighting the cruiserweight division and he was very good before he turned all ninja. I knew that time ago.
Okay, and his cruiserweight run was kind of dead. He had the title for one day, lost it. His run in the cruiserweight tournament last year, amazing. So you're telling me that you don't mind what he's doing because he tried.
He's done what he needed to do.
Oh,
so what he's doing now, but what he's done. He's done his thing. Like Shinsuke, he's won the Royal Rumble. He's that. So whatever you're doing, of course the Royal Rumble means something. Don't be stupid now and say the Royal Rumble doesn't mean anything.
What? It meant nothing.
So the thing's though, imagine you being at work, you get employed to the next level, you get like that. Imagine thinking, I'm just happy with that. No, you'd want to push forward. You want to be the fucking
boss.
Yeah, that's like what happened. He had a match with AJ at WrestleMania. Okay, that's
what
sick.
happened? What happened?
No, I've got him. Where did that match from AJ come from? Why was that match a dream match? Why was that match a dream match?
Okay, Champions League. Sam, Champions League.
Amazing, bro. Amazing, bro. No, I didn't watch it. I can admit that.
Okay. Sam, the general consensus. You've seen the AJ. You've seen both matches, right?
Yeah, I've seen both.
Which one was better?
The Kingdom one.
By far.
Okay.
Disgusting.
Maybe it's as well because I was in. First time I'd seen that Styles and Nakamura match from Mania. I was in Cardiff. I'd been to an attack show. And it was like nearly 4 a.m, and I think
I told you I'm Hill, man.
I was so looking forward to it. I built all my energy up to watch the match, and it just deflated me. It just utterly deflated me, that match. Whereas when I watched the Wrestle Kingdom one, there was so much to it. I mean, the gif of the fucking
the bullet, the
nuances, iconic moment. And the thing is, there's so much to the match itself.
Can I chime in something? Yeah, I haven't actually seen that match. I need to go watch it. I think that should be one of the matches on the Goggle Box thing that we're gonna do. Sam, the only thing is this with the Shinsuke Nakamura thing. Yeah, the only thing that wallows the whole thing is this. Yeah, it's like cool. Arsenal got to the final against Barcelona, yeah. Amazing. We scored the first goal. Amazing one. So Campbell, head
yeah,
nice
we got
one.
destroyed.
What happened after 9 minutes?
Yeah, it was
That's the thing up to Shinsuke Nakamura.
And the thing is,
that's why I can't rate. That's why.
Should we be happy that Arsenal?
I'm not happy. I'm not happy with that. I'm happy.
Arsenal got to the final.
No, but that's what. Bro, we spoke about this. We spoke about this Shinsuke Nakamura situation, yeah. I think in episode 10 or something, bro. Man got to the final and he wallowed. They wallowed him. It's done. So why should we congratulate man that's got to the runners-up?
I
don't. Because what other Japanese wrestler has in WWE?
But don't matter fucking WWE. That's the problem. The thing is, yeah.
That's my argument.
It don't. The thing is, yeah. Okay. We're using because you're using WWE to define these man's legacy. Bruv, the reason why these men are goats because they did prestigious things in the company that they did these things. This WWE don't define none of these men, bruv. When they come WWE, cool. They can add onto a run. They can be great. They can be great.
I understand. Majority of NWA champions never went to WWE.
That's fine.
And if they did, a lot of them
exactly.
Ryan Danielson.
Terry Funk.
I know he's still wrestling, right? But Danielson's one of the greatest wrestlers of all time.
I agree.
In my books, right?
Facts.
But obviously, he had his Ring of Honor run and the independent run. Fantastic, right? And obviously the WWE built up and it built his popularity to that mainstream level with the whole Yes stuff and stuff like that. Now he's got the combination of the Ring of Honor fans and the WWE fans. So he's gone into AEW. He's got the goodwill. He's built on the foundations. He keeps pushing forward. That's why he's one of the greatest wrestlers of all time for me.
No, facts.
No,
150 million %.
The
I agree.
thing is, like I said, of course, going to WWE is gonna help build. Imagine if Shinsuke had a sick run in WWE, we'd have another thing to talk about. It'd be phenomenal. It'd be great. Yeah. But his failure in WWE doesn't take away from how great he is. When people say Shinsuke Nakamura is one of the greatest, is the greatest IWGP Intercontinental Champion of all time, it's like he is, and that's fine. His WWE has got nothing to do with that. He's built a catalog where we can say, you know, Shinsuke's career when he retires is still a sick career because
he's still one of the best Japanese wrestlers ever.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But him going to WWE has nothing. All it can do is add. It can never take away. So
I didn't say it was taking.
No, but you're saying but your whole thing is that why can't these wrestlers come here? Because they've got something or they're building something over there that's still gonna cement their legacy in decades on decades time. It don't matter if they come over here. They've done it over there. Coming over here
we can't be ignorant to Japanese.
We can't, bruv.
We can't be ignorant.
But okay, fair enough. Fair enough. But not everyone's watching Japanese wrestling.
Yeah, but not everybody. But Japan are watching Japanese wrestling.
Big up Japan, innit?
Japan's
watching Japanese wrestling.
Big up Japan.
And the thing is, the Mandem who are watching it here, fam, there's a reason why, I'm not even trying to lie. There's a reason why, all the Mandem that watch Japanese wrestling speak about it so highly. The only time I hear Japanese wrestling criticism is from ignorance, because you ain't watched it.
Yeah.
It's fine.
I don't think it's come on, man. I don't think it's ignorance. I don't think it's ignorance alone.
I don't mean ignorance in terms of that you don't care. It's just that you ain't seen it.
I don't think that either.
Like I said, I've already told you my criticism. I can't stand the long match. When I've watched all of it on Noah, and to be honest with you, I've watched the majority
I'll
on
send
Noah.
you some short matches and help you out in trying to sort of introduce you in Japanese wrestling. Even like the All Japan stuff, I kind of went two-footed with it because I got a lot of friends who was able to recommend me stuff. My brother Leighton, he wasn't so much. He didn't understand why I was watching it, but he started watching that Walking the King's Road series that Joseph Monticello done.
Big up Joseph Monticello. He's a sick YouTuber.
What now? Awesome work. And my brother's understood the All Japan stuff now, and he started to watch it with me as well. So this needs that introduction. Like my introduction to New Japan was Power Slam, and it was the whole. And you say about AJ Styles, for me it was Prince Devitt. It was like. Because the fact it was like, an Irish wrestler in Japan, it kind of interested me. You need a
connection.
You need a connection, yeah. You can't just go into anything.
Okay,
it's like watching a series
I'm
of
open
TV
to it.
halfway through series 3. What do you know about the
The thing is, I'm not saying I'm open. I'm very open to it, and I'm gonna have to just try and tolerate it. I told you, maybe I just drink and just keep my eyes focused on the thing.
I
watch a Japanese match like throughout without me wanting to sleep, fam. I'm just telling you that. It's just I'm just
you
saying.
can watch early Undertaker matches.
Oh, stop this.
No, because they're better, bruv. I will.
I'm not gonna back to that
If I start doing the gender,
I'm not gonna back to that one. I'm not gonna back to that. I'm not gonna back to that one. I'm not gonna back to that one. I won't back to that one. I seriously will not back to that one.
As long as you recognise I won.
I seriously will not. I'll shut. You know what? Let me calm down. I seriously will not back to that one. I won't back to that one.
Come on, man. Let's be real, man.
I think for me,
Smoke a mania, Derek.
I think for me, where my disconnect is on this whole thing is this. I said the same thing with Kenny. I saw Kenny on different soil. I've seen Kenny on another soil. That's where my thing comes into it. Same thing with Messi. Obviously Messi's sick, but for me, my goat is always gonna be Ronaldo because Ronaldo has been on many different soils.
Everywhere.
He's a jerk. Do you know what I mean? And that's where I want to see some of these wrestlers. Do you know what I mean? I want to see some of these wrestlers. Maybe it needs. Is he back in the day? Is he back in the day? We had a WCW versus. Was it All Japan back in the day?
It was New Japan.
New Japan. That sort of combination. Maybe I need to see something like that. You know, I know you've mentioned Ring of Honor thing. Maybe I need to go watch it because at the moment I'm speaking from not bias, but a thing where it's like. No, it's not even English. I don't even know where it's coming from.
Because they're not wrestling on like a palatable show for you because you can't get into New Japan.
I can't lie to you.
I think that's my introduction.
I told you
that can be my introduction.
And I'm not going to kiss anyone's ass.
Yeah.
I'm very ignorant. I am very ignorant.
I know.
And the thing for me, I have to see something absolutely amazing. It's something that can make me be intrigued.
A lot of it is amazing. I'll recommend something to you. It's Japanese wrestling. Watch FMW King of the Deathmatch 1999. Shawn Michaels is there. You will enjoy that.
What?
FMW.
Doing what?
He was a special guest referee.
Against who?
Who's
Yeah, I think it was Hayabusa, but when he was
Hayabusa?
H.
Yeah,
So wait, what's that?
and even Mick Foley had a death match.
Mr. Indigo. Where do you find the fucking time to watch this shit?
Come on.
I don't schmeek girls in it. So
You say Kenta versus Danielson's a good introduction for
bro,
Kenta
Kenta
Danielson's a good
Big boss
introduction.
man in
FMW King of Death matches 1999.
Oh wait, Hayabusa versus Ganasuke.
And Mack also had a sick match.
Yeah.
Ganasuke,
And
sorry.
it's like the boss man was in All Japan. The big boss man teaming up with Stan Hansen.
So why did they get? How did they get? How did they get Shawn Michaels on there? Was Shawn Michaels not?
Shawn Michaels, he was kind of like a free agent. He had like a free contract. And things like
that's it.
that. Plus, it was coped up to the nines. So I think he would have fucking appeared anyway.
Steve Williams was on there as well. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Dr. Death, Steve Williams.
If you want,
Gordy,
bro, go back and look for.
Was after Anita sold the company?
No, Anita was
This
still.
is when Anita. It was when he sold it to the Ring Announce.
Yeah, so
you've watched Dark Side.
So this is it. Yeah, it's after.
That's kind of after. It's when Hayabusa loses. Hayabusa loses his identity for a little while. He becomes H, and it's.
Is that when he took off his mask?
He took off his mask. It's actually has against Koki in a way as well, which is kind of interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, let me say
when it comes to New
something.
Japan, watch like matches from Vader. Like if you want to watch Japanese wrestling, watch matches from people that you actually know, like American wrestling.
I'm sorry, but FMW is interesting though. I can't lie.
No, bro.
FMW
The matches are good.
I was watching the exploding swimming pool match the other week.
It's mad, isn't it?
I recommend Lesnar Nakamura.
I'm surprised. I always said that. I'm surprised.
Nakamura versus Kurt Angle.
I'm surprised.
Nakamura versus Kurt Angle.
Gary Albright and
Gary Albright is fucking amazing.
UWF, it's Albright and John Tenter versus I forgot the name.
John Tenter doesn't get enough love.
It's Vader and Tenter versus Albright and there's another lad I can't remember think of his name, but it's a fucking awesome match.
Go back and watch American Stars in New Japan or just any Japanese company, and
Maybe that
That's
can
the
stick me in.
gateway.
that'll ease you in.
That's the gateway.
So wait,
Give you a list.
I'm
I'll have to
confused.
give you a list afterwards to watch. I'll happily-
Ganasuke was also Hayabusa.
No, Hayabusa was H.
But why does it say H versus? Why does it say H?
The H was Hayabusa, but
But wait.
when Hayabusa lost the gimmick, he just become H.
But why does it say Hayabusa? Why does it say H defeated Hayabusa?
I get what you mean now. Basically, where the Hayabusa gimmick went free, someone else become Hayabusa.
Oh, they gave it to someone.
Yeah, so it's like, say if Batman stopped being Batman and someone became Batman.
So Hayabusa on a pole match.
Basically, yeah. It's like face himself.
It's similar to like the Pentagon and the Octagon characters, isn't it? Like they're owned by the companies, isn't it?
They passed
Yeah,
down.
they
innit?
pass it on.
I'd say obviously. Oh my god, how did I forget my man's name?
AJ Styles versus Suzuki, bro. There's so
It's
Shelton
Suzuki's
Benjamin
mad,
versus Nakamura, bro. If you know, if there's any wrestlers you know, just go back and watch the matches in New Japan because it's you've seen them in WWE, so they can see them in a different light.
Even you said you rate Kenny Omega now. Like the best place to start, just like I'll give you some of his first G1 climaxes run. You can see people from there in it because that's how I got into the product.
Watch, I can't lie. Watch for me. What got me interested in Kenny Omega? Yeah, was also Kenny Omega versus Okada. I don't know which one it was. The one where Okada was wearing the long pants.
That's number 4.
Number 4. I watched. You sent me that one, and I watched the road. Is it the road? Is it the recall?
Oh, the recount.
The recount. So I watched the recount where Kenny Omega actually joined Bullet Club. You'll fall in love with him. I can't lie.
There's an Omega and Ishii match who's the final of the US title as well.
Oh my god!
It might be a bit palatable because it's Japanese wrestling with an American audience.
SWAT style.
So it's like it's a little bit more palatable. Might introduce you to the style a little more, but you still have the Western elements.
Yes.
Along with it.
Was that when they were first unveiling the US title?
Yeah, do you remember it was when he was trying to do the dragon and then Ishii fucking bit the ropes?
Yes. No, I hear you. Sometimes that you need a gateway. Of course you need a gateway, but once the gateway is there, it's like when you watch this stuff, it's like you understand it.
Once the floodgates are open, you're in a pool of like fucking great wrestling.
Bruv.
Okay.
And
I've said it in previous episodes anyway,
and
but
the
yeah, I'm
thing
going
is,
to have
Sam,
to
the
try
thing
and
about
get
Sam, yeah, you talk about you guys have regals, you like your physical wrestlers, bro.
There is so much physicality.
There's so many, bro. There's actually so many, bro. You'd love like Suzuki matches. You would love Suzuki matches.
Let me not lie, yeah. I don't watch Japanese wrestling a lot, but the way you lot describe it, this is like the closest thing to Mortal Kombat we're ever getting in real life.
That's a Mortal Kombat.
It's not even more. Do you know what it is? I
think physics.
The closest thing to like blood sport.
Yes.
It's the closest thing to like boxing or MMA. It's got the real sports elements to it.
And also, if you want a more like cool, because we talk about strength. If you want a more Western style, I can't lie. Fam, the Super J Cup, the Junior Heavyweight Division, bruv.
Oh yeah.
Some of the matches you see,
Sasuke versus Liger.
Obviously, no, a good place to start. Yeah, obviously, these two aren't Japanese wrestlers, but happen in New Japan. The match that Will Ospreay versus Ricochet. Go from that tournament and just watch other matches in that tournament. That could be your gateway, and then go
Even
through
Black Tiger versus what's his name, Chris Benoit.
Yeah,
Prince Devitt.
Yes.
Chris Paul versus Eddie Guerrero.
What was that? What was that match at Wrestle Kingdom? It was Low Key, Devitt,
and Kota Ibushi.
Yeah.
Low Key, Prince Devitt, Finn Balor, and Kota Ibushi. But bruv, there's so many.
You enjoyed that match.
There's so many different gateways,
You
bro.
see what it is, yeah? You see when you have achievements on like games and stuff now, yeah. You've already got the WWE, right? You've got the AEW. You need to get that star, that ting of the New Japan, because I think I need that myself. I can't lie.
Maybe I do. Maybe
I can't lie. The only way I've got
the thing is, what I've realized over the years is that like different styles of wrestling isn't for everybody at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying?
It's not.
There's certain things in wrestling that I personally don't like. So stuff like death matches. I'm
can't lie. I'm sorry. I've got into death matches.
I can't.
I'm so sorry, bro. Death matches are lit.
Someone cut someone's finger the other day, bro.
Show me what?
A wrestler cut another wrestler's finger off in a death match. No, I haven't seen the
footage.
footage.
The guy put the forks in the guy's back.
Yeah.
And the darts.
And you like that?
No, but it's not that. I don't.
Is it from the dark side of the ring?
No, I only watched because of Nick Gage and flipping John Moxley, man. That match was entertaining.
But with GCW, they do a bit more storytelling with their main matches.
GCW is my what's it called?
Yes, your entry point.
That's my entry point into it. And I'm not watching CCW. Fuck that.
Fuck yeah.
Fuck all that. Bro, I've seen some have you seen the Blade board?
Yeah.
I've seen. I remember years ago seeing the one with like Moxley's got a syringe going through.
Yeah. Have you seen the one with Slick? Was it Slick? What's it?
Sick Nick Mondo.
I think when the blood comes out his vein and he squirts into his mouth.
I've seen some of these death matches live and.
You seen it live?
I've seen. Not that.
Did they give you goggles?
No, it doesn't. You know what? It's weird
because the glass shaka.
It's weird because I'd seen during lockdown we watched a lot of matches with mates, right? And one of them was a match from TNT, which is in Liverpool.
TNT, they do some mad events though.
Haven't they got a partnership with CCW? They were meant to do a King of Death matches, weren't they?
Supposed to, yeah, but DJ I's a dodgy fucker, so let's see what happens. It was apparently dancing around women at the WXW after party last year, right? He looked like a creepy fucker.
Who are we talking about?
DJ I'd creepy fucker. He's the
owner of CCW.
An absolute prick by estimation. But yeah, it was. But with TNT, they had a match with Ricky Shane Page and Clint Margera. Fucking hated it, I'll be honest with you. Like Clint Margera, don't mind Ricky Shane Page. But the problem, as you said, there was no goals for anyone in the front, and there was literally glass flying into the front row. And you're thinking, you need to have people fucking distance back from this.
That's what I'm saying.
It's too close contact. But obviously, if I've seen death matches, I always like to be at the back.
Yeah.
Fuck being at the front.
Because you know what I don't like as well, yeah? Because I watched the Moxley and Gage match, yeah? You see when they enter the crowd with the blood on them, I don't want someone's blood on me, man. No, fuck all of that.
Do you know how I'm invested in
GCW?
AJ Gray, bro.
AJ Gray's a star.
But that entrance alone, I need to learn that song.
I'm sorry, Ninja Mack. Ninja Mack is. You watch Triple Threat match?
Was it the most recent pay-per-view?
Leo Rush, Alex Zane, and Ninja Mack. Ninja Mack is absolutely.
Ninja Mack, he's been cold. The thing is, he picks and chooses when he wants to wear his mask.
Who is he?
Just a random.
What's he look like?
Just a bloke.
Just a white guy.
Fam, have you not seen the way this guy moves in the ring?
Yeah. But the thing is, a lot of them are like that as well. Fam.
This guy is absolutely sick.
Yeah, no. For the last year, I feel like GCW have been like one of the most. Like, a lot of their shows are shit.
I'm invested in Ali Catch right now. I don't know why. I'm watching a few of her matches.
I tell you what, I think she's bad. You know, I don't think she's.
I mean, as in, I think I've watched matches with her and like men, didn't like so like her and Joey Janela and Nick Gage and stuff, and she's really she holds it up.
See, I'm a massive fan of Chris Wolf. I remember seeing a match with Ali Cat and Chris Wolf, and I'm thinking,
Chris Wolf.
Have you not seen Chris Wolf? Oh, she's retired now. She was one of the greatest comedy wrestlers I think I've ever seen in person. Chris Wolf. But she used to create. She had this. She created a lot of sympathy for us, so she wrestled for Eve a lot and things like that. And she was just this sort of 4'5" kind of comedy wrestler who had a wolf hat, and she it kind of thing like that. But she was. It's one of my favourite wrestlers I've ever seen live, and that's the one. Yeah, and I watched a match of her and Ali Cat, and I remember Ali Cat just she looked clumsy. Honestly, looked clumsy now. I don't think she's much improved since, to be honest, as well. And
I just like the way she holds up in the ring.
There was a topic which I did want to kind of finish off about the Roman Reigns stuff.
Oh, yeah,
I forgot we were talking about that.
Because that's what kind of led to that.
Because obviously he went on a.
But what I wanted to say is Roman Reigns he won't be on the scene and that. This guy won't survive in a lot of errors, bro.
Oh, fuck that survive shit, man.
I hate this conversation.
I'm not involved. I know, because I win this one. This one I win.
No, I can't lie. Nah, you don't.
Roman's not surviving.
Because see, the funny part is I wanted to come in and absorb all the Roman
Let me
smoke,
say-
but even I'm not even there.
Let me say something. Let me say something.
I don't want to.
Who cares about
My
the
final
errors?
point. My final point is this, innit? Roman wouldn't survive in 90s. I agree. Roman would survive in Attitude Era. I agree. Ruthless, whatever era, I agree. But for me now, right now,
Do most of these wrestlers from the 80s and 90s survive now?
no, they don't.
They don't.
Absolutely don't. They're taking too much. They're taking too much. They walk around with shanks. They walk around with shanks in their bags. It's not gonna work. Listen,
The
fam,
only person that can survive is Bobby Eaton. Let's be real.
and Bret Hart.
Absolutely.
Bret Hart, man like Bobby Eaton. Do you know Bobby Eaton?
Do you know Bobby Eaton?
Hey, Bret Hart surviving this era, so I don't give a fuck. Are we agreeing on that?
I only knew about Bobby Eaton because of Alba.
Bret Hart surviving this era.
Kept talking about that.
No, I think and Bobby Eaton and Connecticut.
Bret
Yeah.
Hart surviving this era.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah, of course.
But let's not talk about surviving.
Yeah.
Okay, fine.
Roman's gonna be top
I
man.
remember in the episode
Let
you
me-
lot thought Cena weren't survival errors, but that's another whole discussion.
But he won't be though.
No. My roundup point on the tribal chief. This is like I said, not to spoil, but we all had a video where we ranked this reign
high.
very highly.
No,
No, it's
the
the
reign's
best
high.
universal
No.
title reign. It's
Yeah,
the best
100%.
universal title reign. My problem is premature conversations. For me, the dust, it's not settled. The dust is not settled. No. We can know. You saying he will and you saying he is are two different things. They're not the same. You saying he will, I agree. You saying he is? No, that's my point.
No, but I'm not saying. What I'm trying to say is
Best
this.
of accolades.
What I'm saying is this,
No,
bro.
but
We can have this conversation,
based on
bro.
accolades,
He's gonna achieve it. He's gonna get there.
I've never disagreed with you, but Beto, cool. You see,
And the thing is also, like I said, when it came to people like Kurt Angle, 3-4 years into their conversation, 3-4 years into their
how good was their run though?
Kurt Angle's was
And it's the
okay.
period of time that they're wrestling in as well.
I'm saying Bob Bocklin. I'm talking to you about
But
Bob
then,
Bocklin.
no,
fam.
but at the same time, like I said, we can't pick and choose when we want to have a premature conversation. Let's be real, we can't.
You can't. That's what I'm saying. We can have a conversation now.
We can't. We can't pick
So,
and choose.
look,
can't-
bro, you
we
told me
can't
this.
pick and
You told me
choose.
this all the time. Okada
pick
and
and
them, man,
choose.
when everyone had the title, bro.
By the time,
Come and talk to me, man.
98, 99 came, everybody,
like when
people,
man bring up his
by the
number.
time 98, 99 came, people were saying, Dudley Boy's one of the best tag teams. The only
Man.
belt that really won was the,
Overrated.
and the only belt they won was the fucking ECW tag team titles.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So premature conversations are always going to happen in wrestling.
But you get where I'm coming
No,
from.
I know.
You get where I'm coming
I get where you're
from.
coming from. I get where you're coming
Thank
from. I get where you're
Back
coming
to
from.
what
Thank
you
you.
said about Kurt Angle.
But don't ever bring up Okada's name again.
I have to, bro.
Don't.
I have to. No, I'll bring up because of this. Because
But look
Because
at someone
if
like Bron Breakker. I feel like Bron Breakker's going to be one of the greatest champions ever.
so we can, yeah.
That's feeling subjective, but we don't know that. But Kurt Angle, his story is different. Olympic gold medalist, and because he won it with a broken neck. So it adds a bit.
Okay, bless you. Okay, cool. Gable Stevenson now.
Have you got hand sanitizer as well, bro?
Gable Stevenson, that's won Olympic gold.
Let's be real.
Watch when he now wins. When he now wins every title in WWE, people are going to be saying that he's one of the greatest wrestlers
You know
ever.
that's not gonna happen.
When it comes to Gable Stevenson, I actually don't know. I don't know the direction that they're going to have with
The
him.
reason why is simply because of the way WWE's handled talent in the past now. And I'm talking recently. I'm not talking like ruthless aggression.
Let me be very clear. Roman Reigns is the guy. He's the guy.
Not for long.
No, he will be. I'm not with Sam without. He will be.
They've built a
But one
company
thing,
around-
if you we don't have time right now, but please.
We have time.
Don't.
We got time. We got better time.
Okay, cool.
We got
Please,
another
I
hour.
beg, because
Not for long.
Well, the reason I said Okada because I'm talking about this periods in wrestling, right? Like Iwan said, perfect example. There's periods in wrestling where there's been champions and we're like, cool, that was dead, whatever, blah blah. Even there was even like bro, the period that we're having now in wrestling, yeah, WWE. We've had a period like this before in WWE in the past. Like we could talk about the '97 time when
Diesel was the WWE champion.
that was boring, bro. That was boring.
I want to see
And I
how you
love
circle
Kevin
it back
Nash as
to.
well.
I'm gonna in terms of like New Japan. Remember we've had discussions as well. Yeah, we were saying that how the Inokiism period, right?
Yeah.
That's a period, right? And we can also talk about the champion then.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we talked about how Okada was the person that took the Nokiism to the person he is today. Tanahashi or whatever. Then who came after Tanahashi?
Okada.
And he's taken New Japan to the heights where it is now, right?
Well,
Tanahashi and Okada. Both of
Okay,
them.
cool.
It was that feud.
So can't we say the same thing for Roman? No.
In terms of what?
We're taking
To-
WWE
to-
new heights.
to- yeah,
now.
to-
You haven't taken them to.
Who's his contemporary? Roman. Realistically, who do you think in WWE could take on Roman and be like the feud that takes WWE to the next level and builds a new.
This the only thing. The way WWE have booked Roman's basically M. Bison. You can't beat Roman right now, fam. Unless,
but even before this run as well. He was always in the title picture.
Yes.
Who else would have been his contemporary that you say, you know what?
John Cena.
Like for example, we look at Sami Zayn.
John Cena.
We look at Sami Zayn. We look at Kevin Owens, and these are the type of people that we see they fight forever. The Rock and Austin. These are people that have.
Are you talking about someone that fights forever?
Orton Cena. Who is Roman Cena to his Orton?
No,
Who's Roman?
Nothing. No one.
Exactly. WWE haven't built enough credible stars.
Thank you.
Let me not lie. The closest person to that is Seth Rollins.
But they haven't consistently built that.
He's
the closest one to it. Like
it's still.
Seth Rollins come like Triple H to him. I can't lie. They're like Power Trip, man.
But the thing is, I don't even look like things. I love Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins is one of my favorite wrestlers in WWE. But I don't even look at Seth Rollins on the same level as Roman in terms of stardom as well.
Technically, they did build a company around Roman, so obviously it's going to be a bit different.
Yeah, no, but
even in the Shield as well.
No, they shouldn't be building a company around one person.
Exactly. The thing is,
I think the Shield is more built around Rollins. To be honest with you, the architecture and all that.
No,
stuff.
it depends.
I don't think it was just Roman.
But what I say, I agree with DELBOY's point, because the thing is, this is how you elevate people, because you need that feud. Because like I said with Tadashi and Okada, bruv, you need one to elevate the other. And that feud was so effective because it took Okada from a rookie to the star of the company. So like with Roman, we don't have anybody we look at as like, bruv, like you see how you look at Rock and like even the promo thing we put out for Twitter today, where we looked at Rock and Austin, and it's like, right, these two are standing next to each other. I'm gassed. That's my contemporary. Roman don't have that. Roman don't have someone where if you see Roman and my man face off, the only time we have that conversation is when people start mentioning Kenny Omega and AEW. Oh God, I'd go mad for that match because it's two people of the same level. They've not built anybody of that level.
Agree. I agree on that.
They haven't built anyone.
I agree on that, bitch. It's not gonna. Anyway, let me stop.
You know what I'm saying?
It's an interesting.
He's not gonna be an all-time great anyway.
He will, bro.
See, I'm not there.
Bro, do you know what you're saying right now? Somebody said about The Rock back in the day.
Stop it.
They did,
bro, am I lying?
About Mafia though.
Bro, they were booing
until he was The Rock. No one said it about The Rock.
They were booing The Rock.
Roman Reigns is basically, let's say for example, on The Rock kind of. No, not like
technically,
that.
If you're technically speaking, and
Mandem are saying that Roman Reigns is not going to be an all-time great. People are not saying that about The Rock.
People are saying about The Rock.
People are not saying 2000 though.
How long did it take for The Rock to get to where he was?
What do you mean? Not very long. After the Rocky Maivia,
it took about 3-4 years.
Yeah, 3-4 years. What I'm trying to say is Roman Reigns right now in this peak. Yeah. What I'm trying to explain is, a lot of people are saying that Roman is not going to be an all-time great. Yeah,
not a lot of people.
No,
not a lot of people. No,
listen,
not a lot of people.
Quite a lot of people.
Majority of people are saying that
compared to The Rock, when The Rock was
can't ever compare someone from the Attitude Era where wrestling was at its most popular to someone now where wrestling is just an afterthought. That's what I'm saying.
My question, my
two different
like
things.
I said, my thing was only of recent. In terms of when Roman retired, in fact, Roman retire now in terms of like accolades, I agree on paper, but in terms of
he's going to Hall of Fame.
On paper, yes.
On paper, but in terms of like public perception, I think now it's unanimous that everyone loves Roman Reigns. Before it was literally split down the middle, you loved him or hated him. But now it's unanimous, and I feel like, bruv, he's going to have another title run. He's going to have another run. If he continues this character, he's going to have another.
So you're telling me after this run now, he's just gonna fizzle out.
Stop that, because they ain't built no one. You know that.
No, he won't fizzle out. He won't fizzle out, but I don't know.
Built no
all-time great is a bit outrageous, fam.
It's not outrageous.
It's very outrageous,
He cannot lose the title because there's no one.
Yeah, because there's no one's there. No one's there right now. But
I think that's a problem.
Contemporary. He hasn't
got
No, he hasn't. He hasn't. But
the only person to say, I know, Big E, but
no. But
I was going to say about Big E though. It feels like they've just rushed into superstardom with him instead of building superstardom.
But do you know the irony of that? You're saying they rushed him, and I agree with you, but they had 10 years.
Exactly. That's what WWE do, because it's run by a fucking lunatic.
Yeah.
Wow.
And El said it. El has said it many times, bro. El has said it many times. You put a black person as the main person on the card, you're gonna get a lot of viewers. WWE know what they're doing, bro. WWE know what they're doing. What's it called? Demo? What's it called again? Demos, bro.
I don't know.
Demographics,
no,
bro.
but listen, nah, right.
But yeah.
Okay, what about Roman? What when you look at
Cena, I don't look at Reigns. Even if
but we're not doing that though.
Okay, cool. In terms of like the passing of the torch, obviously you have the Hogans, you have the Rocks, you have the Stone Colds, you have the Cenas. So you're telling me that it's not Roman So who are we gonna wait for?
I'm admitting
Drew
it's
Gulak.
Roman. I admit it's Roman.
Akira
Because
Tozawa.
there's no one else though.
Riddick Moss.
I admit that though because there's
Is
no one
Riddick
else.
Moss even in the company
I
still?
admit simply for the fact because there is no one else. But I feel like if there was someone that came greater, Roman is Fizz.
But there hasn't though.
It's not a natural progression either, is it?
Not right now.
Okay, cool.
Because this is probably
Top
WWE's
10.
deadest time.
That's what I'm trying to say. It's
No,
a
I know
time
that.
period.
I know
It's a time
that.
period. What I'm trying to say is a time period. So what I'm trying to say, my final point is this year is that it's a dead time, right? But I believe Roman's going to be the guy that takes WWE to the next stage.
I don't agree. I don't know.
So who is then? Who is then? Who is then? Who is then?
All-time great. My point exactly.
Who is then?
Cena.
Who is then?
Cena
Has
brought the WWE prize to another level.
every all-time great brought the company to another level?
A lot of all-time greats.
Sam,
A lot of all-time greats. A lot of all-time greats.
done for WWE?
Wait, do you
Forget about that. What
He's
did
all-time
do
great.
for
What are you talking
NWA?
about? But forget that NWA.
No, that's because he's an all-time
Sam,
great.
Sam, you know you what?
NWA, bro.
Sam, you know you fucked up, right?
Why?
He said Cena brought the company to a higher level. Cena came right after The Rock. He did not bring the company higher, bro.
No, but there was a time.
He kept it
No, but there was
stable.
a time, but there was
No,
a time.
I'm trying to say
There was a time.
Roman is the
There
next
was a
guy
time
to take to the
when
next
it was a
level.
bit- when it was a
No,
bit
if Roman's not
shaky.
good, who else
There was
then?
a time when the product was a bit
think it was.
shaky.
Who else then?
There was a time when the product was a bit
Every
shaky.
year.
And Cena brought it up.
Cena didn't bring nothing up. He
Nothing
kept
up.
it stable.
Kept it-
Wrestling has been on the decline
Decline for decades.
For
What are we
decades.
talking about?
For decades.
What are we talking about?
We're not in
Sam?
this, bro. WWE's not in the same place it was in 98,
No,
99,
100%. I agree.
2000.
I agree.
It's not in the same place.
And it won't go back.
Roman, it will never go back.
It will never.
I don't.
To be honest,
That's what I'm trying to say.
I don't. If there's going to be someone who's going to take WWE to a higher level, I don't even think it's going to be a male wrestler. I think you're going to go with the women's wrestlers, maybe.
Who you thinking then?
Well, Rousey,
Bianca Belair?
There is potential with a Bianca Belair.
Bianca Belair, definitely. I agree that
Because
one.
feel
I agree
like
that.
she's
Yeah.
someone you could put onto, say, like Graham Norton, for example,
And get her chatting about,
and
yeah.
To get her chatting about, she feel like you'd be like, oh, she's a wrestler. I watch wrestling because of her. You need that kind of transitional style. You need someone who's going to cross between the mainstream and.
That's Roman though.
I don't feel.
That's Roman. Man, you're not look.
No, that is Roman, but when you say take to the next level, bro, there's nothing Roman can do right now. That's
No, not
gonna
right now. I
bring
mean,
more
that's okay.
eyes. Don't get me wrong.
Maybe not.
He's
No,
gonna
no.
bring it to the next era of whoever's the next person.
Okay,
who's
okay,
gonna come.
okay.
Bro, he's the John Cena
okay,
right
cool.
now. We've
Okay,
always
let me
seen
explain.
that.
Let me explain. Okay,
He's the
cool.
John Cena right
Okay, cool.
now.
Era. Okay,
He'll be
cool.
all-time great.
Okay, let me say
He's
something.
the
Let me say
John
something. Let me say
Cena of
something.
today.
He's keeping the
New era, and I definitely think it's next level. I'm green on both, bro. You might not agree now, but you'll see
That
it.
he's gonna bring
new level.
Impossible.
Impossible. Okay, if
Vince doesn't want to keep the company, I don't know what new level is gonna be.
if it's not Roman, who else then?
It's not gonna
The
be
next person.
Who's
It'll be a woman or the next rising star.
It could be a woman.
Fam, forget NXT have a new developmental system. They've now brought in younger people.
I can't lie. Yes, be honest,
NXT
bro.
slaps.
Look at mine. NXT slaps, but the way I've not seen wrestlers come into NXT like that before.
What do you
Bro,
mean?
every wrestler's got a gimmick now.
Yeah, because
no,
it's
yeah,
Vince's
it's
vision.
Vince's
But
vision.
come on,
But it's
man.
Vince though.
No, but you have to also remember when they were doing like stuff like OVW and stuff, we didn't see the gimmicks. They were doing gimmicks before they got to TV. We're just seeing a televised development. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
No, that was John Cena's. Oh, that's John Cena's own thing.
Yeah.
Though. He
Mad
made that
blind.
in it.
I don't know about new level. I can't lie to you. The next level,
You know,
I don't know.
Me personally,
What is the next level?
No, but and the thing is as well, yeah, I feel like there
Like you
isn't,
said,
like
yeah.
I said, you see a superstar bringing stuff to the next level. Of course, we always credit the main carders and stuff like that, but in order for a product to go to a new level, the entire product has to be good. And the entire product isn't good because we talk about, like I said, attitude there all the time. You know, the product was good.
can I say something to you?
The
then?
product was
amazing. No, let's be honest here, yeah. Man, let's be honest, yeah. Attitude era, yeah.
Yeah.
Attitude era. The products was, like, for me personally speaking, it was me. I tell you, it was mid sometimes. Bro, let me tell you why. Let me tell you why.
Wait. Now, let me clarify. Overall, bro, Attitude Era was amazing. No,
Why was it meaty, man?
Overall, the period was amazing. In terms of like match card.
Can I say something? Yeah. Deep it, Attitude Era. Most of Attitude Era was Stone Cold just stunnering people, bro.
Yeah.
Be honest.
That was entertaining.
Watch Attitude compilation. You'll see 10 stunners.
I'm not even gonna argue. There's bare man. I'm not even gonna
watched
argue.
2001 because we wanted to see the period from the Rumble through to Mania 17. And when Austin's got a direction with the Triple H feuds and the Rock feud, he's fantastic. In 2001,
Sick.
his last great year as a wrestler, really. And there's a lot of stuff I really enjoy around that bit. There's a lot of fucking shit in the middle.
There is, bro. Let's be honest, cause I played Showcase the other day. Yeah, some of these matches that Stone Cold was having, I'm like, bro, this match was shit. I'm watching it back and I'm playing it as well at the same time. Matches are pants.
Classes, I think people have. Like when Austin become the champion, the match against the Dude Love, you know, one where like
when Vince
fantastic match. There's a lot of matches. There was the Rock matches were great and things like that.
The Rock match, him versus Rock at WrestleMania. Is WrestleMania? What WrestleMania is it? Was
it? And there's always going to be
the first WrestleMania 15. I didn't like that match.
I mean, that's just wrestling.
I didn't like that match. You like it?
But what I'm trying to say is, in the Attitude Era, that is one of the greatest moments, bro. Every single wrestler, most wrestlers were doing madnesses, bro. From Chris Benoit to Eddie Guerrero.
Are you okay? That's ruthless aggression.
No, it wasn't.
Are you okay?
Chris Benoit came in the Attitude
Era. No. But he's
I'm standing up. I don't care.
Angle and fucking Benoit when having triple threat matches for the European and England.
Can I say something?
That was Attitude Era.
I hear what this guy's saying though.
What he said is right. That's Attitude Era.
No. But he said wrestler doing madness.
It was a madness.
Can I explain? Let me land. A madness in WWE during that time, bro. Ruthless aggression. Chris Benoit became champion. Eddie Guerrero became champion. Even Edge was doing bits with Hulk Hogan.
That was a madness.
Bro, what the fuck,
I don't think you were watching the matches with Jericho, Angle, and Guerrero.
Bro, I hear you, but when did these men become kings? When did these men become kings?
That wasn't a consistent thing. When you had those men in the matches, yes. When you have the Perry Satins, the Dean Malenkos, yes, you have those matches.
Them fucking Benoit on signing each other.
No, which is fair, bro. At the same time, bro, go to any pay-per-view in 98, 99. If you look at the card top to bottom, there are going to be matches where you're thinking, why the fuck is this? There's one, I can't remember what pay-per-view it was. I was watching it a few months ago, where they have the women dressing up in nightgowns and they're all in the mud fighting.
That was Ruthless
aggression.
I'm saying,
come on, bro, don't even say the women. I'm against 99. No, but I'm saying, yes, but bro, there was even
like the women now. Don't even mention the women.
Forget that. Cool. There was a Survivor Series where they had the Headbangers. They had D'Lo Brown, Godfather, dressed as fucking the Godfather.
I remember that was stupid.
Yeah. Bro, top to bottom, the Attitude Era was not perfect.
No, but then again, we can't say something for example, in Ruthless Aggression we had the lesbians. Absolutely average. No, but then again, technically, wrestling, Ruthless Aggression Era was much better. From when it was birthed by Vince coming to the ring and saying, who is going to be the next star? Mandem were already pumped up, bro. Vince was saying, who's going to be the next guy? Man, they were pumped up.
I don't know.
Do you guys know what I'm talking about? Man, everyone was in the ring.
The Aggression Era was an incredible era, and I liked it too.
Better than actually, but that's another conversation.
You said that in the video before.
And I said it.
You know what? My hairline's going because of this shit, bruv. I swear down, bruv. Everything's popping, bruv. Seriously, fam, like, no. Attitude Era was too much.
The Attitude Era, it fit the time period.
Yes.
There's a load of amazing matches in the Attitude Era.
Okay,
sorry, go ahead.
So no, what do you think has aged better? Ruthless Aggression or Attitude Era?
In ring,
Ruthless Aggression.
Okay.
Yeah, it's the Ruthless Aggression Era.
Oh yeah, in ring.
The Attitude Era's look back at like Jerry Sprinter's stuff.
I'm saying, not to be. You watch Attitude match. You watch a Raw versus Raw show, yeah. And you see a segment, you'll be like, oh my days. I can't believe they got away with it.
But I won't lie to you, the only few men were watching the Attitude Era in this room, so no one can really say too much, fam. If you're really watching the Attitude Era, you actually understand a lot of the in-ring stuff was actually sick, fam. I can't even lie to you.
Yeah, Sam.
I can't even lie to you.
I'm not disputing
that. A lot of it was actually better than Ruthless Aggression, bro. I'm actually deep it now, because I watch Ruthless Aggression wrestling as well.
Sam, I agree with you.
So why people say that Ruthless Aggression is better than Attitude Era? I'm hearing that.
From time some of the best matches in Attitude Era were from the light heavyweight division. Come on, man.
It's not just that.
I'll give it Sam. I'll give it this. Every pay-per-view in the Ruthless Aggression Era was a banger. 100%. Down to the thing. But some of the stuff that they were doing, it was like, no, not really. But bro, Ruthless Aggression, was
I'm getting excited from every
Ruthless Aggression, bro. We're getting matches like
not even Velocity. Velocity is Ruthless Aggression. Every Heat episode to the point of a pay-per-view, I'm getting.
But when did that stop?
My head is getting so.
When did that stop? When the
Ruthless Aggression era came, bro. I'm not denying.
Bro, there was moments in the Heat where it was just absolutely pointless, bro.
No, there wasn't. There really wasn't. There really wasn't.
We're all wrestling fans in this room, right?
Yeah.
We, as Ruthless Aggression's our favourite because it's a wrestling product, right?
Yeah.
But everyone who's spoken to me, like, and said, oh, when I say I'm a wrestling fan, everyone goes, oh, Stone Cold, The Hardys, Edge Christian. Everyone is the Attitude Era because that's their kind of thing, because it's all the entertainment.
Yeah.
It's your perceptions. There's no wrong perception.
Really. No, of course not. Of course not.
So you have to remember, we all love the Attitude Era. If we're judging it from an in-ring aspect, I'm not saying the Attitude Era was pants. I'm not saying punt. Maybe wrestling like 1950s, 60s.
Some of it was
that was shit.
Some of it was a bit mid.
But bro, let's be
say the
real.
same for Ruthless Aggression. Some of it was a bit mid.
If you want
Some of it was a bit mid. A lot of it was a bit mid, to be honest with you.
Okay, let me ask in terms of in-ring, right? So in the high, what would you say in-ring highs here? Were the highs of the in-ring Ruthless Aggression higher than the in-rings of Attitude Era?
Absolutely.
Okay, cool. Do you know this? Yes, pause this. Sorry, bro.
If you want
Absolutely.
if you want
I wouldn't
entertainment,
wait. No,
if you want entertainment, Attitude Era. If
want-
you want wrestling, Ruthless
and we're
Aggression.
not. We don't. And do we all classify like WCW as part of the Attitude Era?
No.
Okay, cool.
Technically, it does tie in because they're battling. Like, if you're
Okay,
watching
cool.
Side to
The
side.
wrestling in
that
WCW, the wrestling in WCW
was-
was a bit better than the one in WWE.
What? Wait.
In-ring.
Yeah, the cruiserweight division. Yes, all right. That was amazing. That was
Depends what you're watching it for. But the in-ring in WCW was better than WWE.
For me, I'm sorry. For me, I preferred.
Forget about the cruiserweights. Talk about the main men. I'm saying
DDP,
Spearman and
DDP was cold, bro.
I preferred in WCW. I
compared to
preferred seeing the
fucking
big
Perry Saturn
big
and that.
guys.
No
like-
way.
No, which is fair enough. Which is fair enough.
I wasn't really looking at for cruiserweights like that.
No, which is fair enough.
No
But
way,
if we're to
no way.
compare the cruiserweight wrestling to some of the
What,
matches in
DDP
WWE,
compared to Test? No way. Test was fucking amazing in the ring.
I wouldn't
bro.
even put
Rest
them
in
together.
peace.
Why would we put them together though?
Oh, no, because
put them
you're talking
together.
about in ring about
And secondly,
DDP.
DDP was a star boy in WCW. Are you mad?
Yeah, he was a star boy, but he wasn't. I don't know. In ring,
Bro, DDP defeat Goldberg, one of the biggest.
No, he
Yes, we're
didn't. He
talking about
counted the
moments.
jackhammer to the diamond bar.
I know you like that shit. You like that shit. You like
He
that
counted
shit.
it to the diamond bar.
Let's be real. Test has no real. I love Test. I feel like Test is one of the most underrated big men ever. But Test's only moment was having his woman stolen. That's it.
Yeah, but it's not. I'm talking
No,
about in ring.
but you ain't
I'm
still-
not talking about the moments, bro. In ring,
Bro,
Test was amazing. Fam,
He was
in the
amazing,
era.
but bro,
The scraps
you
was
can
having
find
with Benoit, bro, on a consistent
bro, you can
week,
find
bro.
better wrestlers in
Crazy.
WCW. You can find better wrestlers in WCW.
Give me Arse Wrestlings, man.
Arse Wrestlings where we get asked.
Sorry, was you gonna say something?
No, I'm literally about to say the wrestlers in WCW are the ones that came into the Attitude Era and were the stars, innit? Like
No.
Chris Benoit and all of them, man.
Okay.
yeah.
Radicals.
They were putting on the best matches in Ruthless Aggression, and in WCW they were putting on. Great
Technically, if we're actually being correct here, ECW are the main people that we need to give their flowers to because a lot of these men came from ECW. And they went to WCW, then they went to WCW, then they went to...
I'm gonna have to give some credit to Smoky Mountain Wrestling.
Smoky Mountain. Okay, now that's the one. Smoky Mountain. Smoky Mountain. Do you know why? Because
Of course he's gonna say Taker. Come on, man. Always finds a way to sneak him in.
Taker wasn't in. But Taker wasn't in Smoky Mountain like that though. He only appeared a few times.
Still.
This guy's a glory hunter.
Sam, you should take my thing agenda over facts, bro.
Give it to me, bro.
I'm not taking it, bro.
Give it to me. No, not gender facts. But give me Arse Wrestlings.
Questions.
Ask Wrestlings where you get you, the people, to ask us Wrestlings some questions. You already know the vibes. Wait, let me find these questions. Sorry, man.
Hey, click on the thing and go to quote tweets, innit?
Oh yeah, I'm
This is
trying to
Healed Blacks. I'm telling you.
Yeah, let me find it. Sorry, guys. Our guy GG on wrestling, big up every time. Make sure you guys check out his BTE podcast where he reviews BTE every single week. He asked, Wrestling Bios recently dropped a video on Vince Russo's on the pole match.
I just watched that.
I met Russo years ago.
Oh, for real?
Wait, in the UK?
I met him in the UK. He was at the time he was the supposed new owner of IPW, but he was brought in for a storyline. I tell you what, he's actually a fucking nice bloke.
I can imagine. He actually seems like a very nice
Tell you what,
person.
he was like dead nice to me and my brother. Like, I haven't got a bad word to say about him, honestly.
I need to meet him.
If you were asked to book one of these matches today, who would you put against each other and what are you putting on the pole?
I saw this question. You know what? Do you know what I'm going to put in the goal? I'm going to put the Cage on the pole match. Brian Cage, Christian Cage, Adam wasn't on Adam Page. Okay, all the ages. I'm gonna put it all in that match, bro.
No, I think it was Brian Cage and Christian Cage versus Ethan Page and Adam Page.
Page, yeah. Put age on the pole match.
What do you man put? I'll probably put myself on the pole.
NW on the pole match. NW on the pole match.
NW on the pole match.
I joking.
Fuck it, no. Where are these questions?
I'd do 2 Welsh wrestlers and I'd do the toe on the pole match. Where basically they have a fiver hanging on the pole, and whoever has it has to pay the toll fee.
To get through
to Wales.
That's jokes.
Our guy Lincoln Jack, after attending the Rev Pro show here in Southampton, I'm more than inclined to believe that Will Ospreay is one of the best wrestlers in the world right now. Thoughts and also a quick statement: there is no reason why Wresthings can't stage our own wrestling show in 2 to 3 years. I mean, we might do one in the next year. Who knows?
Sky's the limit.
But yeah, what do you guys think? Will
Can't lie.
Of course, no. Do you know what? Will Ospreay's. I'm so disappointed for him that he got injured, and he got the title stripped away from, and the pandemic happened because, bro, his New Japan Cup run this year was sensational, bruv. And Will Ospreay has really over the past couple years really cemented himself as one of the good, one of the best wrestlers in the world. I'd say the time where I started really believing in Will Ospreay was his junior heavyweight title match at Wrestling 14 against Hiromu Takahashi. That match I was like, okay, and then since then he's gone to do good things. But yeah,
I'm gonna blow your minds a little bit. I saw Will Ospreay's first ever professional wrestling match.
Wow.
Where?
This was years ago, the Coronet Theatre in 2012. It was a show called the BritWrest Fest.
I knew it, where they had the Lucha.
When he was Dark Britannico, was the brother of Leon Britannico.
Interesting.
And it was a fatal 4-way match, and I remember thinking, "Fucking hell, this guy's good." And obviously, I was one of them people at the time. I was big into Ospreay and as the young trainee. And I remember Ricochet was coming over, and I kept saying on Twitter, "I'll put him against Will Ospreay. Put him against Will Ospreay." I remember Will Ospreay saying to me, "It will never happen, mate." It happened now. I do think Will Ospreay is one of the greatest wrestlers in the world. I understand.
I think you need to see him live, man.
I think
watching him live,
like the match he had against Ricky Knight Jr. at the last York Hall show was fucking amazing. I understand people have their issues with him, and I'm not even going to disrespect or disagree.
What do you mean issues in what sense, though?
It's obviously
speaking out, yeah.
He's not obviously the worst offender of all, but I can understand if you don't want to watch him, but if you take away the character and everything, just see him as a wrestler. He's one of the greatest wrestlers in the world. No denying.
The first time I saw him was when he was with Swords of Essex. Is it Swords of Essex?
Yeah, when he's with him.
Is that still there?
I'm not too sure. I don't.
That tag team was.
Robertson got brought up as well.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. Next question.
Our guy Samuel Frimpong, he asked, "What do you think about the Pinnacle?"
I don't know what they've done.
They're irrelevant.
They're irrelevant. I don't care.
You're not relevant anymore.
The thing is, it's such a weird thing.
You're not relevant anymore. Hey, he's got to the next show, bro.
They're not relevant anymore.
The thing is, as individuals, they're all relevant, but as a faction, it's no.
Do you find it bare weird when Sammy Guevara was getting attacked in the ring by the UFC Mandem, yeah? And the man came in. The man came in. I was like, well, bro, your boys just got banged. You might just come on, man.
I don't know what they're doing in the circle.
Even Proud and Powerful did on too.
I did say before I was getting bored with all this Pinnacle stuff anyway.
It's boring, isn't it?
My point exactly.
It felt like it peaked after the Stadium Stampede match.
I thought that would have concluded.
I thought that would have concluded everything, bro.
That's what I thought.
Our guy Frimpong also asked, what theme songs from TNA do you think were underrated?
Jeff Jarrett.
Scott Hall's.
Dun,
one of my favourite theme songs ever. Bro, let me play it. Amazing.
I don't get us copyrighted, but you're playing it.
See, they ain't got the bread. They ain't got the bread.
I like Jeff Jarrett's one though.
My World. Underrated, isn't it? LAX's theme.
AJ Styles' first version of Get Ready to Fly.
What? So,
well, just the beat.
Just the beat.
Just the beat.
It's when it's just the drums that start.
Yeah.
No, do you know what I know?
Yeah,
do you know what entrance I rate? Yeah. It's when he was doing he was with the Aces and Eights and he was doing the Evil Ways.
Oh yeah.
No, my favorite entrance is when obviously he came out with the Evil Ways theme, and then he switched
it.
How did Hulk Hogan get away with using the NWA theme?
It's because the carny.
Actually, no. Am I going to say something? Abyss's one.
Abyss's one is amazing.
Wait. Rob Van Dam.
No, that's fucking awful.
Whole fucking show. I hate that song.
Right there.
I hate that shit.
That's I'll tell you what one is great. Bobby Roode's Hill theme. I'm off the chain. I don't feel no pain.
No, I still love Samoa Joe Nation of Violence.
Yeah, it's nice.
That's a good one. Of violence.
What?
Nabil Dad, big you up every single time, bro. He asked, predict the next 3 AEW World Champions.
Got it.
Hangman Page, MJF, Darby Allin.
That's good.
Hangman Page, MJF, CM Punk.
Hangman Page, Daniel Bryan, Scorpio Sky. I'm lying.
No, I mean, that's what
I don't know. I don't know the third guy. I don't really watch.
Hangman Page. MJF and Jade Cargill. I need her to win that belt.
Hangman Page, as much as I'm probably CM Punk, to be honest with you, and probably Daniel Bryanson. I'm all baffled today.
Wait. Adam Cole,
Baby.
Adam Cole,
Baby.
Bruv, he's over.
He's so over that I don't think he needs a title right now. You know.
I don't really
Even do you see him laughing when he done the Adam when he went across the road? He was smiling and he was like, "Yeah, I know I can do this now." It's good.
That Hangman Page pop the other day was crazy.
Yeah, it was sick, man.
That was.
What did I saying, Kate?
No, you were
We were on the
right.
train. Was like, yeah, he's coming out today.
You know what's so cool about it? Obviously, we've had the big ex-WWE guys coming in and they've got the great pops. It's glad to see that someone who started in AEW,
who they've built,
and in fact, he come out and felt like a fucking superstar.
Wow.
100%. That was good.
His theme song's sick as well, man. I love it. Like a superhero.
No, do you know what I love about Hangman? He needs to come out at full gear with the horse, and
yeah.
and the bandana.
Yeah,
I love when he comes up with the bandana. He's too cold, man.
Well, thing is, the Dynamite following the pay-per-views in his hometown. So
he's gonna definitely come out for that. Yeah.
No, he's winning.
We're getting Kenny Omega and Adam Page. Was it?
Yeah, Adam Page at full gear.
That'll be the one.
I'm watching that thing you hooked on. I'm deaf for them, man.
I'm doing Wrestle Carnival the next day.
Hosting it.
I'm not hosting it. No,
Are you going? Yeah.
I'm just going as a fan. So I'm gonna probably try and I'm gonna do some tactical napping. And I will say, Wrestle Carnival, their show last Saturday was fucking awesome.
With Gresham, yeah.
That's fucking awesome, that match.
Is it going to be on like live?
It's going to be on IWTV from the 18th of September.
Oh,
and they're giving away Jordan Grace and Alex Windsor for free on YouTube, they said as well, which was fucking sick. I would recommend that match highly.
I'm going to watch that.
Really
Chris Ridgway, he joined Foundation, didn't he?
Chris Ridgway is another wrestler, fam.
That's amazing.
You need to see this guy. He's sick. British wrestler, sick.
You like hard hitting stuff.
First time I saw him was the first time I actually saw him wrestle. And I was like, bro, even my missus was like, bro, this guy is sick.
Yeah, Ridgway's great.
Yeah.
The match against Gresham was fantastic.
I can imagine.
Okay, sick.
And he had a match against Ethan Allen from Catch this past Monday that got a lot of praise from.
I heard that match was good. I saw the highlights of it.
It's on YouTube now. So
I need to watch that. Yeah. I want to get the young guns on this, man.
Bro.
Young guns.
They've got Will Ospreay soon, innit?
Also open.
J Cup is Young Guns and RKJ against Aussie Open and Will Ospreay.
Yeah, that's what.
I'm gonna be at that show. Got a kitchen.
Is that a new call?
No, that's in Stevenage. That's the crane call. It's 20 minutes down on the train outside of London.
And we need to do one of these days.
Yeah, we need to definitely.
I'm going bowling beforehand as well with a bowling alley nearby. Yeah, so good day, God. Cheer on Speedball, mate.
Yeah. I might have to go down there one day. Is that a questions?
Yeah, that's sort of. I mean, someone spoke about
any quote tweets.
Nick Aldis, but I don't really care about them.
Any quote tweets?
What is it?
No, he just said that. This is one of the worst takes I've ever seen. But he said that Nick Aldis had one of the best world heavyweight title runs in the last 10 years.
Hell no.
You know what?
I said no.
You know what?
In terms of runs, it was a good lengthy run. But in terms of reigns, and he mentioned the likes of.
I did only reason
he mentioned. Wait, let me even mention the people he mentioned. He mentioned Roman Reigns' current run. He mentioned Kenny Omega's current run. He mentioned CM Punk's WWE title run. He mentioned Jay Lethal's Ring of Honor run. He mentioned Daniel Bryan's WWE title run when he was the champion of the world.
720 days.
Aldis' run is better than all.
It compares.
No, it should be.
It should be in that list.
Which it shouldn't.
Does it compare?
No,
it doesn't.
Absolutely.
That's one of the worst takes I've seen.
No. In fact, do we have time to rank them runs or no?
No,
it doesn't. But it doesn't. But
is it like
I rated his run. You know why? Do you know why I rated Aldis' run? Because he carried that championship.
What the fuck am I saying? What am I seeing?
What?
Raw.
I didn't see the footage, bro. But
that's what I was saying earlier.
What the fuck?
I haven't seen the footage, but
sorry, just to finish my point.
Oh.
The reason why I rate Aldis' run because he made that championship he held that championship with pride,
with esteem. Yes,
every time you saw the man come, he held that championship, which made me feel like, NWA championship is fucking sick.
He looked the part.
It's
100%.
fucking cold. Different suits and that. Man wanted to cop one of his suits, fam, and say, "Where's the website?" Because I was gonna pay a couple bills.
You won't pay. You won't buy his t-shirt. You buy the suit, but you won't buy the t-shirt.
The suit.
Rolly boy.
Rolly poly.
Yeah.
Rolly boy.
Rolly poly.
Like $50 just to ship it.
I know. I need to get more. I don't know why I've not got no resting, man.
You're too busy buying Giorgio Armani.
I keep sending you Undertaker merch to buy a legendary Undertaker merch, man. Not with the imprinted WWE logo at the back, with the actual tag. You need to buy that shit. That shit goes up in value when Undertaker is done, fam.
Or you can get yourself a nice bra football jersey.
Yeah. You can. I need to get that. Funny enough.
No, I wanted to buy that as well. That's what I'm saying. I'm lacking.
I want to try and get
Big
one.
up Blacksmith, man. Blacksmith, bro.
Yes, big up Blacksmith all the time, man.
Amazing work by Blacksmith.
Yeah,
Like him, Mecca Show Ties, Dragon Sleeper. They're the ones. Absolutely.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna lie. I did tweet that this is gonna be the best episode. I think this was the best episode.
Yeah,
this has probably been one of my favorite.
I can't lie. We need to start doing more 2-hour episodes,
What are we
man.
calling this? Smoke Mania.
Can't lie. I like being a hill. It's okay. I can deal with it.
Blacks versus Sam. We need to sort that.
Black versus Sam. I mean, Black versus himself.
Sam versus DELBOY. I mean, Blacks versus DELBOY.
Booker Blacks Part 2.
The kind of
I feel like I've sparred with everyone on the podcast besides freaking Anafi and Laps. I've had a little spar with you.
No, but the thing is with Laps wants everyone to beef. That's what he likes chaos. That's what
John Laps is. Laps is John Laurinaitis. Laps is John Laurinaitis. Laps is John Laurinaitis, fam. But yeah, episode 89 of the Wrestling's podcast. I just want to say special thank you to everyone that's liked, subscribe, and comment. We're still getting videos.
Keep subscribing.
We're still getting views on that AEW video. It's nuts, man. I don't even know how it's. It's in the portal, fam.
Great vlog, I gotta say.
I appreciate that, man. Appreciate that, bro. I hope you can come to. Oh, you're going Rush. Yeah, it's carnival.
I know,
but if you can sleep on the train, you can come.
You've not seen how much the train to fucking Nottingham is.
It's expensive, bro.
Yeah, I'm getting a coach. Fuck that.
Yeah, even better, man. Bro, train to Manchester. I spent $1,000 to go to Manchester the other time. I didn't pay for it though. Yeah, it was a work come out budget in it, but fam, $1,000.
I love Manchester.
$1,000
but
gone.
It's so fucking bad to get to as far as that expensive.
And what's mad? You get out and I take another Uber to the next location.
Yeah, Manny's far. I've got a train there. Spend about a bill.
Manchester's nice. I love it. Yeah,
Manny's nice.
Manny's nice, man. Have you been to Manchester?
Once.
Town centre's clean. It's nice.
I love Birmingham.
Liverpool's sick though. You come at the station, yeah.
Liverpool's
that big
if you want a good night out, Liverpool's
sick. I've only went there for work.
You know girls.
I went to a bar called the Blind Rabbit. And it was a fucking awesome bar. They had all this sports stuff and playing like 60s and 90s music in there, and like Daytona USA and like air hockey and stuff. It was fucking awesome.
Yeah, that's hard.
Yeah, we need to do one of these shits,
man.
But yeah, big up everyone that's like, subscribe, comment. I've been Anafi.
I've been NK.
DELBOY.
Hill Blacks.
And we've had an amazing special guest.
Mic controller. It's moving out.
Where can they find you? Have you?
At Iwan Mack. That's IWAN MACK on Instagram. You'll find all the GrapsMeets that I'm kind of known for. Also follow the podcast. I do make special appearances on Graps and Claps. You find it anywhere in your podcast providers. Do reviews of Rev Pro, Eve, Wrestle Carnival, Purpose. And yeah, there's some shit takes in there, some good takes. Just like what you like and go to a show if you want.
Can't lie, one of my best guests on the show so far. I like
nice.
I'll be honest with you, lads, I feel inadequate compared to like OJMO.
You've come on and you've said bits, man. I like it, man. Mic controller.
I see you at every single show. It's like, you know what? It'd be sick to have your opinion.
Do you know, I need to vlog next to you next time I come.
Oh, if you want to, mate.
Because I feel like, obviously.
I feel like I look real shit when I do it.
Nah, man, it's sick, man. It's funny. People need to know what you're about, fam. So the next vlog will be featuring you, bro. I've already booked it. Fam.
No worries. I'll turn up and do my best.
Mic controller.
I'll try and be the Nick Aldis of the I'll be good a couple of times.
Oh, fam. Hey,
we got Nick Aldis, man. You know what time it is, fam. Hey, my guy. Come on.
Wresthings by the Mandem, for the Mandem. Bow, pussy.
Come on.
Jade Cargill, I love you.
I'll see you next week.
I was going to say something outrageous, but I put now.
You just got to the end of the podcast, and if you enjoyed what you've listened to, enjoyed what you watched, enjoyed the vibes, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you on the next episode. Bow.